You haven't seen the Back to the Future trilogy until you've watched it on Blu-ray.
Whoa, this is heavy.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Universal Pictures brings to you
Hello? Think, McFly.
the most timeless trilogy ever.
I finally invent something that works.
Each film in the groundbreaking franchise on Blu-ray.
Great Scott.
Back to the Future.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Back to the Future Part 2.
Smile, Doc.
Back to the Future Part 3. Featuring high-definition picture
Everything looks great.
and theater-quality sound.
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy.
Each film includes hours of bonus features, plus interviews with the cast and crew.
Okay, let's shoot.
From director Robert Zemeckis and executive producer Steven Spielberg, Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly, Christopher Lloyd as Dr. Emmett Brown. Own the Back to the Future 30th Anniversary Collection on Blu-ray and DVD.
Rock and roll.
Hello? Anybody home? Yes, we are home. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the 40th anniversary celebration / watch along of one of the greatest and most perfect movies of all time, simply known as Back to the Future, directed by the one and only Robert Zemeckis, starring Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, Crispin Glover, Thomas F. Wilson, James Tolkien, Claudia Wells is in this. Oh my gosh, what a cast, what a crew. I'm your host, Ryan of And I Quote Channel. I'm wearing my Back to the Future shirt for this occasion because you gotta wear the right outfit for these kinds of shows, folks. I'm not alone in journeying back to the year that was 1985, a year that I think most, if not 2/3 of us, weren't even born yet. So this is going to be a lot of fun to dive back into this decade because, man, the 80s were something else. Please join us, someone who I think may or may not have been witness pieces, maybe bits, maybe even more so of the 80s. And he's also got an insane amount of Legos in his collection, including a Lego set of DeLoreans back there. Chris At a Time Ingle is in the building. Hello, Chris. How are you?
I was born in 1984, so yes, I was there.
Right before the film came out, just right on the cusp of this movie coming out. That is insanely good stuff. It's good to have you here, Chris. I like the name tag you've sported for yourself. For those of you who are watching this, if you could see his name tag, it's pretty funny. Also joining us is someone who's no stranger to movie watch-alongs. He's got every single movie I think that's ever been made, even the cult classics that have been digitally remastered in 4K. Which also includes the Back to the Future trilogy, because that set of movies has been remastered in 4K. Please welcome the president and CEO of 4K Movie Collecting Enterprises, Austin Johnny B. Good. Pez Howe is here. Austin, what are you reading over there? What is that?
They beat Notre Dame 19-17. Oh, wrong move. Oh, sorry. We're not doing part 2. We're doing part 1. I should change that. Yes, no. I am here. Yes, massive Back to the Future fan. I appreciate you having me. Yeah, this is something that goes all the way back to my childhood, watching these movies over and over again on VHS. So I'm sure we'll talk about that. But yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's great to have both of all of you here. And for you, maybe watching or listening to this right now, it's good to have you here. Don't forget to like and share. If you're watching us live on the replay, thank you for doing so. If you have any favorite memories, fun facts, questions, maybe favorite quotes you want to drop about this movie, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. We'd be more than happy to take those as they come in. Now, what we do here at Movie Watch Along, we are going to be watching this movie. You're more than welcome to watch the same movie that we are watching during these shows along with us on a streaming service or physical media. We have it queued up to the 0.00000 second mark. So basically right before the Universal logo were to come up here on your screen respectively, whether you're watching it on physical media or streaming service. Before we hit the magical button known as play, Austin, what was it like for you seeing this movie way back when, where you were just a teeny weeny little youngin, maybe a youngling, Padawan learner or something like that?
No, I was not quite born yet. I was born the year after this, so did not see it in the theaters. I have seen this first one in the theaters several times since then. I've seen it probably at least a dozen times in theaters and different, retro watches and things like that, anniversary screenings. But yeah, I have a pretty clear memory of my parents actually buying me the Trilogy VHS set that included a fourth VHS of the Secrets of the Back to the Future trilogy, hosted by Kirk Cameron, which is now a special feature on the Blu-ray and 4K set. You can actually find it's like a 30-minute feature. But I believe they bought it at Universal Studios at the gift shop attached to the Back to the Future ride, if you remember that, at Universal Studios, which you can also see on the Blu-ray set, the whole ride, all the videos and things like that. But yeah, ever since then, obsessed with these movies, watched them over and over again. If I watched the first one, I had to watch the other two, the same week. So I've probably seen this movie in the hundreds of times. Same with the other two. I've won many a trivia contest for Back to the Future of just naming random, stuff from these movies. It's hard to stump me when you know every line of the entire movie. And yeah, I've been obsessed with these movies for a while. Owned them on every piece of physical media you can own them on. So yeah, no, it's a big part of my life.
That's awesome sauce, man. Chris, out of time. I don't think you're out of time right now, but still, what was it like for you seeing this movie way back when? And when was your first experience with it?
It was, I will be honest, it was after 2 and 3. So I remember watching Back to the Future 3 definitively. My parents woke me up on a Sunday night, which was rare. This never happened. And the ending of Sequest DSV was on. I remember this. And at the end of it, they're like, now the world broadcast premiere of Back to the Future 3. And we sat and watched Back to the Future 3 at home. I had to have seen 2 before that at some point, but I never saw 1 until it was maybe like 6 or 7-ish. Just because I think content-wise, it's a little bit more. It's like why some kids only saw Ghostbusters 2 and didn't see Ghostbusters 1, because like there's a little more content and it's very 80s PG. So I didn't see it until later, and I didn't understand about why Marty was uncomfortable, and but when I finally did watch it, I love this movie. It's so fun. It's so good. Michael J. Fox is awkward, and in a good way. I get it. I love it. What if your mom was hitting on you? That's a creepy thought.
Among other things, yeah.
Yeah. It's a near perfect movie.
No, it is a perfect movie.
It is a perfect movie. You're wrong.
I'm sorry. I forgot a word there.
It's perfect.
Near perfect. See?
Well, according to Chris Single over here, it's good. It's kind of sort of near perfect, but it's not perfect. No, it is perfect. You just don't get it yet. But it's all right. You'll learn in time. You're still young.
I'm older than both of you. What are you talking about?
I know. I'm joshing you, son. I'm joshing you. Hello. Hello. Anybody? Anyway.
Nobody calls me son. There we go.
I'm sorry. I'm joshing you. But anyway, folks, for those of you wondering what the frack is going on. So for me, my brothers, I have 2 older brothers, right? So they got me to a lot of different properties, a lot of film, a lot of TV series property, I should say. This was certainly one of them. I think it was my brother who introduced me to the VHS. And then I remember going to my mom's friend's house, and I don't think we physically owned it at the time, like on VHS. I think my brothers may have borrowed it from a friend, whatever it was. So I took my mom's friend's copy of this movie, the very first one, on VHS, took it home, kept watching it, and I realized this movie's hilarious. I just couldn't stop laughing at certain parts, right? And then years and years later, when my movie connoisseur-ness really took off, and I took filmmaking a lot seriously, and I watched this more and more as I got older, and I got a little wiser. I got gray hairs in the back of my head to prove it here. So I realized how great this movie is, and how a perfect movie it truly is, because from beginning to end there is nothing wrong with this. It's perfectly acted, perfectly directed, perfectly edited, etc., 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 as they say in The King and I. So there's a reference for you going way back when. So this movie's great. I mean, we did a discussion on perfect movies on this YouTube channel that you may be watching or listening to this many moons ago, and we have 2 episodes of that. We got to do a perfect movies part 3 there, Austin, Chris. We got to make a perfect movies part 3. It's going to happen at some point. We got to complete the trilogy at the very least, right, fellas? I think it's the least we can do. So during those shows, 1 or 2 of our panelists did mention, Back to the Future is on my perfect movies list. Why wouldn't it be? So it makes perfect sense. You may hear this word a lot. So it's great, and it's funny, it's hilarious, it's got a heartwarming story, and the weirdness between Leah Thompson and MJ Fox is just so funny and hilarious. I mean, yes, it's uncomfortable at one point, but at the same time, you just can't help but laugh at a lot of the stuff in this thing because all the characters have their moments, right? You got a barely recognizable Billy freaking Zane in this movie. All right. And this is long before he ever became the Phantom. All right. Long before he was Cal in Titanic. Right, guys? I mean, it's insane how many young up and coming talents are in this movie. So with that being said, we're going to go back in time. Right. We're going to go back in time to a wonderful place called Hill Valley, California, specifically 1985 AD. And we are going to celebrate 40 years of greatness of Back to the Future in 3, 2, 1, hit play. Here we go. This is going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun. And just be perfectly honest with you, when this movie goes 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit. So there you go. I said it.
Ryan,
I 10 minutes in.
Ryan, I came to this watch along, and all you had for me is light beer. How dare you?
I know, right? I should have given you the really good stuff, but unfortunately, all I have is light beer here in the.
And now Bud Light is the best-selling beer in America.
Yeah.
Was it because of this movie though? Because they did the
product
placement?
This is like they have Miller Lite, I think.
I think it's just like generic.
Right.
I think it's just like generic movie light beer. I don't think it's really anything specific.
No, yeah. I think it was Miller. Was it Miller?
We're going to find out here in a little bit.
We'll look closely in a minute, but
yeah, we'll look closely during the when Biff pulls it out of the freezer or the fridge. You got to look very closely at that label, Chris.
This is such I want to know what it is. Scene right here. This intro.
Yeah,
all the clocks.
It's something Robert Zemeckis does very well, and he also does in
the foreshadowing right here.
Well, yeah, he does it in Roger Rabbit as well. When you get the kind of flyover shot of the desk in Roger Rabbit, how much information you get from the pictures and the news clippings of the Valiant over that without any. How much information is conveyed without any dialogue? Like this is pretty great. Right. It's the same thing in Roger Rabbit, so it's something he does very well.
I just rewatched Roger Rabbit somewhat recently. I didn't notice that before. Thanks for mentioning that.
Burger King stuff from Burger King next door that we'll see.
And his house is literally next door to a Burger King.
Well, and we just saw the video camera right there. So the JVC camera he'll use in a minute.
Oh, that's right. That was another product.
All the little things they do in here. Statler and all the little pieces.
Stellar Toyota. That's Stellar Toyota. Downtown Hill Valley.
Mm-hmm.
These prices are only good till the end of, what does he say? Oh, to the end of whatever month it is. I don't know. June something. May. No, it's May. March something. I don't know. November. Another news. Have denied rumor that a case of missing plutonium. There's another foreshadowing right there. Who do you think? Let me in. Oh, jeez. By the way, how would you feel if there was a machine that automatically made all your coffee and your breakfast every morning?
What, like Pee-wee the same year?
Yes, but how would we feel if we had that?
It's the second movie. It's the second movie in 1985 that has a breakfast machine.
Pee-wee did it better.
Pee-wee's was much more elaborate. Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing about Pee-wee's Big Adventure movie too. The breakfast was actually made well, really good. It was really good breakfast.
And then the only thing that makes me mad is Pee-wee eats like one bite of the cereal and has this amazing breakfast and walks away. It's like, dude,
he wastes the whole thing.
He wastes the whole breakfast, bro.
This is a question they don't talk about. How much product placement was in this film?
Probably
quite a bit.
Oh,
so much.
Was there like 30?
You can count it up. I mean, between Pepsi and Burger King
Milk-Bone.
Yeah.
The dog food company.
We're going to see Burger King here in a minute.
Pepsi, obviously. Pepsi, perfect.
Pepsi. Give me a Pepsi. What about a tab?
Yeah.
I can't give you a tab unless you order something.
Toyota. We just got mentioned.
Toyota's a huge thing.
And then, of course, the DeLorean itself. That is a product.
And
that's what brought the DeLorean back into prominence.
They were just talking about the plutonium. There's the plutonium.
There it is.
Yep. So we know that it's been heisted.
No, it's not. It's in my Lego thing. It's in my Lego thing.
In his Lego set, which I may actually go to the Lego store in my neighborhood somewhere near us tomorrow and get one. I don't know. We'll see. I was thinking of getting one of those brick heads, Chris. So
I don't like brick heads.
You don't like the brick heads?
I don't like brick heads now. No. Hey, Marty, listen, I know you brought it up to 10, but there's this great band. They can teach you how to bring it up to 11.
It's true.
Is that dated right? We good there?
I think. Did we? I think so. He turns literally everything up to 100, even though he doesn't even have to. But he does it anyway.
You should never do that.
What kind of guitar is that? Do we know?
About to be a broken.
Some kind of Gibson, I think. But I don't know.
Is it a Gibson?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Maybe.
Nylon.
Some kind of mini Gibson.
Anybody know what?
He turned it all the way up to 11, like Spinal Tap.
And then it says directed by Robert Zemeckis. Yeah.
You
And by the
can
way, at least he has something soft to land on.
Yeah.
You can almost see the wires they used to pull him back too.
Right.
Yeah. Didn't they shoot that like 5 times? The scene, 5 times of
Probably.
that with the wires.
Heavy.
I think he did it like 6 times.
Yeah.
Same glasses they used in the trailer or the
What was it?
early teaser.
What kind of glasses are they? They Ray-Bans?
Those maybe.
Just aviators. I love aviators. That's all the sunglasses I wear is aviators.
Anyone else
Love
got
them.
an aviator set? I could use one.
I
I
got
don't
some
have it.
nearby me.
Who hooks up the telephone to a fire alarm?
I know, that's just, yo, Marty, is that you? And he's whispering the whole call. Can you meet me at Twins Pine Balls tonight, 1:15 a.m.? Made a major breakthrough. I'm going to need your assistance. Wait a minute. You mean like 1:15 in the morning? What's going on? Where you been all week? Working. Where's Einstein? Yeah, he's right here. Anyway, by the way, thank you everyone for commenting, liking, sharing out this video. We got some likes here from our good friends Bobby Nash, Diane. Good to see you, Diane. Good to see you, Bobby. Hope you're enjoying this presentation of Back to the Future. Don't forget to like and share this. And if you're joining us live on the replay, thank you for tuning in. Feel free to comment your favorite.
Ryan, it's 8 o'clock.
You tell me it's 8:25. Or wait, no, it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock.
Are those my clocks I hear? Yeah, that's a lot of clocks, by the way.
Yeah.
That's like, how many clocks are in his house? Like 30 clocks?
Yeah. Are you telling me it's 8:25?
All right, hold on. I'm calling this right now. He's wearing a watch, and you're telling me
It's 8:25.
drives me nuts.
His watch, no, but Chris, remember his watch is broken. Remember, he's always shaking it and listening.
He's always
for it.
doing
It's
this.
like it's half broken.
He's doing that like how many times did he do that during the movie? Like 2 or 3 times he shakes his watch. He's like,
And by the way, he's on John F. Kennedy Drive. By the way, I'll mention that later.
There's Burger King right there. There we go.
There it is. Product placement. Toys
R Us.
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us. Did you see the Toys R Us?
None of those are there anymore.
Really?
This dude is wearing a Mountain Dew hat.
Texaco.
That's another one.
Texaco. Mountain Dew.
Texaco.
I have been to the square. I've
Texaco
been
was a
through Hollywood
deal.
Studios.
Hey, there's the exercise studio. Hello.
Budweiser.
Mhm.
Is that guy wearing what's the green hat? Mountain Dew?
It's a Mountain Dew. Yeah, he's wearing
He's
a
about
Mountain
to
Dew.
turn his head, isn't he?
Yeah.
There it is,
Dew.
Mountain Dew. Boom. Product
Yeah.
placement.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
It's
power
Toyota.
of love. Huey Lewis and the News. I love that band.
Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of graffiti on that school. That's not good.
Jennifer. Marty, don't go this way. Strickland's looking for you. If you get told
Jennifer,
4
why
trees
aren't
in a
you in
row.
class? Why what are you doing,
class.
Jennifer?
All right, come on. I think we're safe. Hey, this really wasn't my fault. Doc said, his clock's 25 minutes slow. Doc, and this is who I get to meet for the very first time in history next weekend, folks. Both these two actors, Claudia Wells and James Tolkien, are going to be in the same convention center at the same time, and I get to meet both of them, and I can't wait to discuss this movie with them. I'm excited. Let me give you a nickel's worth of free advice, young man. So-called Dr. Brown here is dangerous. He's a real nutcase. You hang around with him, you're going to end up in big trouble. Oh, yes, sir.
Let me tell you, if an administrator did that to you today, what he just did, just his shoulder, he'd be fired instantly.
For someone who works in the school system, he would be, yeah. Great, Chris, you know these things.
Oh, yeah. You don't find principals like this anymore.
He doesn't. He's not a fan of personal space. Look how close to him he gets.
I know, man.
Oh, I love it.
This is why he was like this in Top Gun.
That's what I said. He's the same character in Top Gun. It's the same
which
thing.
came out less than a year later, which is insane.
Huey Lewis.
Hey, which by the way, I didn't know that until years later that was Huey Lewis.
Huey.
Another little bit. The guy in the blonde mullet right there. That's Michael J. Fox's guitar instructor for the movie.
Oh my.
With Pinhead.
That's awesome. That's his
there's a good movie trivia question for you. What was the name of Marty's band?
The Pinheads.
Pinheads.
Yeah. I know, just good movie trivia.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't our good friend Mike the Killer Kalinowski get that incorrect on Movie Trivia Schmodown one night?
Maybe.
One time?
But come on, any respectable Back to the Future fan should know that. Come on now.
I listen, Mike. If he's watching this, Mike the Killer Kalinowski, you are my favorite all-time Movie Trivia Schmodown player. But I think on your match, you may have gotten the question wrong, or you just
Ryan. I'm afraid you're just being too darn loud. All right, let's keep it down. Next,
I'm
please.
sorry.
He's a little heavy on the whammy bar anyway. I'm like, come on, dude.
Who cares? I don't think he was that loud. I thought he was fine.
There you go.
I don't know. Maybe because I crossed 40.
I'm afraid you're just too darn loud, and that's coming from Huey Lewis.
Wrap around, Ryan. If you ever notice, Statler Toyota in Back to the Future 3, you see Statler horse and buggy.
Ah,
It's a wraparound.
Hey, leave the 3 references for me, okay?
All right,
I've
we'll
got a
get
lot
that.
to
Well,
talk about.
we're going to be here next week.
We'll
for
do it next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
By the way, for those of you watching us, we are going to be celebrating, what is it, 35 years of Back to the Future
35.
Part 3 next week. So stay tuned. We're going to be back around for that next weekend. And
Yeah.
Chris and Austin are going to be our special guests for that panel. So get ready.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we will be back.
Zales. There we go. There's another one. Zales.
Zales. Oh, Zales Jewelers. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
Geez, there is a lot of product placement. Holy cow.
I'm over to see like tons of it.
Statler Toyota.
This is hilarious.
4x4.
A Toyota truck and they're stopping at a Texaco station. That's hilarious to me.
Wouldn't it be great? Take that truck up to the lake. Marty trying to seduce Jennifer. Throw a couple of sleeping bags in the back. Lay down underneath us. Just stop it.
I love the little details that you don't notice too, like the clock stuck at the time that it is, and you don't even notice it.
Does your mom know about tomorrow night? No, get out of town. My mom thinks I'm going camping with the guys. I get the standard lecture about how she never did that kind of stuff when she was a kid. I mean, look, I think the woman was born a nun. She's trying to keep you respectable. I mean, I know she does this for all the fans at conventions, probably more so than likely, but I just wanted to. She has these at her booth too, Chris. She's probably
Ryan, save the clock tower. Save
I'm probably going to have her sign like either an 8x10 or both that and the, what do you call it? The copy of the flyer, and then write the 3 words "I love you" with her phone number on the back.
Preservation Society.
And that's part of our history. And there you go, lady. There's a quarter. Thank you. Don't forget to take a flyer. Right. Save the clock tower. That actress is unfortunately no longer with us anymore. So
yeah,
she passed away. What was it, like 10 years ago? I think it was 10 years ago.
Oh, wood paneling is never cool.
Isn't that what they? Yeah, but isn't that what they had on the Family Truckster and Vacation though?
Oh, you're not wrong, but it's never cool.
How do you know? Did you ever own one?
My grandfather did.
Oh, oh, really? What did he trade it in for a Statler Toyota? Did he get a Toyota out of it? Like, did he get rid of it?
A Statler horse and buggy.
Did he? I mean, you tell me, Chris.
By the way, the movie in the background, Orgy American Style, the guy who plays Red, the bum at the end of the movie, was in that movie.
Oh,
that's another little Easter egg.
I did not need to know that.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's the power makes the work around.
And the other many Easter eggs of this movie.
Don't take money. Is it Lion? Is it Lion Estates or Leon?
Lion Estates. There's a lion on top.
Okay.
I love this album.
Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Who doesn't? By the way, the lion kind of reminds me of the one at the New York Public Library in the opening of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Anybody ever notice that?
Here we go.
2 for impoundment. Any unit, please respond. What kind of car is that anyway?
If towing.
Yeah, but what kind of car is it?
It's like a little Datsun or something. It's like
Thank you. I couldn't tell what it was, Austin. So
yeah, probably
screen door.
It's 85. It's got to be a Datsun.
I can't believe you loaned me a car without telling me I had a blind spot. I could have been killed. I never noticed when I were driving it. Hi, son.
Hey, can we just point out though how convincing Crispin Glover and Tom Wilson actually play like guys in their 40s in the scene? Even though
oh my gosh!
Even though they were both like in their 20s,
47.
Yeah, like they're pretty convincing as like the older versions. You know,
it's your car.
It works.
Your insurance. I want to know who's going to pay for this. I spilled beer all over when that truck smashed into me. Who's going to pay my cleaning bill? Where's my reports? Where's my reports?
Yeah, he's only.
I wonder what they do.
He's only like 25.
You talk about reports. I'm like, what do they work and what do they do?
That's a great question. We never find out, do we? I don't think we ever did. Do you realize what happened if I handed my reports in your handwriting?
I think they work at like an accounting firm or something. I think.
Probably.
I think Crispin Glover's an accountant. Like that would make sense, and he's probably his boss. Or I think Biff is like his immediate supervisor, but not like the head supervisor, if that makes sense. Because he's got to get him the reports redone to present.
So this next piece is an interesting thing that I love when they wait. All right, wait, what is it? What is it?
Miller Lite.
Miller Lite.
Oh, he was okay. Who said Miller Lite first?
I did. It was Miller Lite.
Yeah. It's got that big light thing on the top.
There you go. What are you looking at, butthead? That's his way of cursing without cursing.
Butthead.
Yeah.
Say hi to your mom for me. So
no,
weird.
I won't say butthead into your voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
Stop asking the questions.
Yeah.
No, this when he dumps the candy into the dish right here is it from a deleted scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he dumps this brittle in there.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a deleted
yeah.
scene
Yeah.
where like a Girl Scout or whatever comes to
Oh
the
yeah,
door,
yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
conned into buying it by the neighbor,
Because
Okay.
he's
and
a
it
because
just
he's
shows
a
how
because
easily
he's a
it's
he's
lost.
a he's a pushover. He's a
Yeah, he's a
sucker.
pushover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
You have
pushover.
any idea how
So
important this was to me? Do you have any clue? All I can say is I'm sorry.
Here,
Look
it's
at those
that. See?
cookies. What kind of cookies are those? Peanut butter.
It's
Peanut
brittle.
brittle, yeah.
Yeah, but
peanut
I
butter.
like peanut butter. Like I like peanut butter cookies.
There we go. Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi,
Wow.
product
Look
placement
at
guy.
that. Yeah.
Hey, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Mhm.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Life. Game of Life over there. See it?
The
Yeah, but
honeymooners.
Idaho Spuds.
this is so crazy that Mark McClure was part of two big franchises: Christopher Reeve's Superman movies and the Back to the Future trilogy. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a career, though, for Mark McClure, don't you think, guys?
You know, Marty, here's a great idea for going back in time. Why don't you go help your Uncle Joey and keep him out of jail? Is this so wrong?
It's a major embarrassment to have an uncle in prison.
Bud Light. There we go. Bud Light. Look at
We all
that.
make mistakes in life. Dang it, I'm leaving. David, watch your mouth. Come over, kiss your mom before you go. Come here. Make it fast.
So
See you later, Pop.
David works like the third shift at McDonald's, I'm assuming, like late night.
Yeah, probably. What's the what is it? 7 to 3 or 8?
Just whatever it is. I mean, he's probably working like 7 to 2 or something. Like
7 to 2, 7 to 3.
McDonald's you figure is open probably till midnight or 1, late night. So
I'm thinking 2 in the morning, maybe 3.
Probably,
Austin.
yeah.
I think it's terrible. Girls chasing boys. When I was your age,
The makeup work.
Oh my gosh,
these movies is so good.
The prosthetics, yeah, it's insane.
Well, that's what I'm saying with Tom Wilson, just as like 40s, Biff right there. Like, I mean, literally the actor, he was only like 25. So
Well,
they
it
did a
took
pretty
me
good job.
years to realize in the second one that the daughter was played by Michael J. Fox. No idea. It's good makeup. It's a very good job.
By the way, Leah Thompson said it was very hard for them to film the scene because they couldn't stop laughing when they were filming.
Yeah. Bird watching?
Bird watching?
What, Lorraine?
What?
Pop off vodka.
Anyway, your grandpa hit him with the car, brought him into the house. Seems so helpless. Like a little.
I know they're supposed to be Californians, but as the most Midwestern accent I've ever heard her have.
My heart just went, yeah, Mom, we know that we told the story a million times. You felt sorry for me, so you decided to go with them to the fish under the sea dance. No, it was the enchantment under the sea dance. Okay, the enchantment under the sea dance.
Are you just going to quote the entire movie?
Yes, that's what Ryan does.
That's what Austin, myself, and whoever else has to be the third wheel. In this case, it's Chris Ingle. We end up doing. We quote the movie all night.
I love this. Look how she looks at him and reminisces, even though like this man is
a shadow of what he wants.
Yeah. Well, not really. I mean, he's exactly the same, but she looks at him in a way that's really unique. It's a good acting moment for her.
Mm-hmm. Well, because she's having this moment of like, God, my life. This is what my life is now. She's just like, that's why she. Why do you think?
She's probably thinking to herself, "This is not what I signed on for."
Well, she's an alcoholic.
So 80s. Oh,
yeah, she's an alcoholic.
Pepsi, Crystal Pepsi. Did you guys get to try the re-release of Crystal Pepsi?
No,
I did briefly.
How was it?
Yeah,
it's bad. It's not bad.
Was it good or was it sour?
It's just Pepsi without the without the
color dye,
caramelizing color.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird. Sports.
My parents had that album. It was played a lot.
Really?
Yeah, they did.
I did not know. Wow. Okay. We're learning a lot of fun. By the way, we're learning a lot of fun facts from these two panelists,
This also was something I never learned until much later. Is the whole Twin Pine Lone Pine thing?
Yeah,
never realized it.
That was funny. And the other thing was
a nice thing you notice later. Yeah,
it really is. And the funny thing is, this scene which we're about to witness here momentarily, it was the first time Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd met each other. It's the first scene they shot.
Yeah,
when they brought Michael to replace Eric.
Don't worry, Chris, while Ryan's just quoting the movie, we'll try to bring in the Easter eggs and the trivia best we can.
No, I'm bringing in the trivia right now. I'm saying this was the first scene that Chris and Michael filmed together when Eric Stoltz was replaced by Michael J. Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, originally Eric Stoltz was supposed to be in this movie, folks, but they went with their dream casting, which in this case was Michael J. Fox originally.
But then they had already shot like 60% of the movie, so they had to scrap everything
and start and film everything over again with Michael J. Fox.
I love too, like this is a little thing, the wetness of everything, and yet it was a crystal clear day. There's no rain anywhere, and yet the whole thing is wet, like it's been pouring rain.
Yeah, suspension of disbelief. What are you gonna do?
I get it. It's just one of those little things when you notice it.
Mm-hmm. Doc, Marty,
Here's the other thing. Doc Brown in this
jeez.
sequence is so different than all the rest of Doc Brown's. But I think, again, it suffers from what happened to Ghostbusters. This becomes so popular and pop culture relevant, and kids are watching it, and you had to clean it up. And so you lose a little bit of the edge that Doc Brown has. Jesse Perez. You know, if you were playing a drinking game for product placement in this movie, you would just be flat on your face by now.
That's almost as bad as doing a what didn't you do a iteration, or not an iteration, excuse me. Didn't you do an episode a long time ago, Austin, of you guys over at the YouTube channel?
I've done
not this one. I'm talking about Batman and Robin.
Well, no, we haven't done Batman and Robin just because that movie's like 2 hours and 15 minutes. So, like, we try to do all of our monthly mistake drinking games. We try to do under 2 hours. So, you know, we've done so. We don't do Back to the Future. It's a good movie. We do bad movies over there.
Yeah, we do bad movies. So that's
yeah. We would not do Back to the Future unless we had to. But no, we just did last month. We did in honor of WrestleMania. We did No Holds Barred.
Oh my gosh, dude!
And this week, actually, tomorrow night, we're doing the Final Destination for the new Final Destination.
The Final Destination.
Good year. There we go. There's another one.
Yeah, the one that nobody likes.
Which is that's FD4, isn't it?
The fourth one, yeah. That's the worst one. Yeah.
Are you going to see the new one, Final Destination Bloodline?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Do you think it's going to be any good though, or do you think it's not going to be good to the other four?
We'll see. I hope so. We've been waiting a while for it, so I hope so.
All right. One of the actors who's in it is Impulse from Smallville.
Okay, this drives me nuts. I go suspension of disbelief, but listen, this is supposed to be science. I speak physics.
Science.
He can do what he's doing all day long. He's not going to get up to 88 miles an hour in that distance holding it like that. There is no way it's going to happen. It's going to hit the friction, slow down.
Hey, Chris, this movie also has time travel. Just want to put that out there.
Oh, no, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real. Yeah, everything else.
That's real.
Let's watch this. By the way, everyone in the theater originally thought that they killed off the dog in this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that during test screenings they actually thought they killed the dog?
Well, they disintegrated Einstein.
Yeah, well, that's what they thought. They thought that he did, but it turns out that he didn't.
That part right there with the flames, they only had one shot to get that absolutely correct. I don't remember the reason why, but they out of time.
I mean, it looks pretty good to me, but
it's really good. Yeah.
Hey, here's a nice detail. He comes back. What time does he come back, Ryan?
It's like 121.
121, just like 1.21 gigawatts.
The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Did they drop the ice thing after this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of dropped that whole, like, once you come back, yeah, it's like covered in ice. It's dropped in the sequels pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like ice, but it's just like, is it hot? What? Is it hot? It's cold, air cold.
Yeah.
1:21 a.m. in 0 seconds. We shall catch up.
1.21 gigawatts.
1.21 gigawatts, Austin.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Listen, Doc Brown, I got an issue to talk about you. All right, you bugged my man Kirk and you killed his son. Can we have a moment here?
But I didn't mind him as a Klingon because I'm one of the 2 or 3 people who actually like Star Trek 3.
We watched that one. And I hate him as Krug.
Look out.
I still like Star Trek 3 though. I like it as a movie. It's not terrible. I like Star Trek 3. I'll be in the minority. It's fine. That thing came out of nowhere.
No.
I love that his band says it's 24-hour scientific services, whatever that means.
What does that even mean?
Like, who needs scientific services at 3 a.m? Like,
yeah. 3 in the
I
morning.
would-
It's not like
I would love to call him up.
or
I know. I'd love
plumbing.
to call him
you
up and
know.
like, hey, listen, my daughter's got a science fair project to do.
Dude,
I need
it's
to
due
hire
tomorrow
someone.
morning. Yeah, I need.
Can you
I
make
need
it that
right now.
volcano thing that people do for science
Yeah.
projects
Yeah,
every single year in the same 5 classes? I'm just kidding.
yeah, right.
For those of you just tuning in, welcome to the 40th anniversary celebration watch along of Back to the Future. We are currently at 24 minutes and 10 seconds into this movie. Do not forget to like and share. And if you have any comments about this, let us know in the comment section below. If you want to watch the movie with us, you're more than welcome to on physical media or streaming service and cue it up to what we just said a moment ago. We'd love to have you. And if you're just tuning in, welcome. Thanks for being here. I hope you're enjoying this because this movie is endlessly product placementable. It's endlessly rewatchable, and it's very endlessly quotable, as Austin and I have pointed out, and to Chris's chagrin. Do you not like it when we're quoting the movie, Chris? Does that throw you off?
Oh no, it's just you're so good at it. I'm so
Thank
terrible.
you. Thank you. Yeah,
Well, we could probably do this just off the. We couldn't even watch the movie right now. We'll just quote the entire movie.
I
If
mean,
you turn it off right
Why are we
now.
watching
we'll
along?
do it
I just listen
exact.
to you two.
Yeah,
we'll just-
hypothetically, Austin and I could, because didn't we do that for Batman last year?
Something like that. Yeah, we could just do the whole thing without. I could do it without even watching it. Know what?
Car, think about the future.
Yeah.
Which later this summer we're going to be celebrating two different eras of Batman history. We got the 20-year anniversary of Batman Begins on one side of the fence, then we get the 30-year anniversary of Batman Forever with the late great Val Kilmer on the other end. So,
I'm finishing building the tumbler in my classroom.
oh, the tumbler? Oh, I don't
Yeah.
think you would want that. Does it come in? Does it come in black? So you're
Bridge
building
didn't
the
work.
tumbler?
The bridge didn't work worth a damn, but this works all right.
Did you finish building the tumbler, or you're in the process of building?
I'm finishing it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have a whole shelf of nothing but bat vehicles.
Are you going to get? Did you hear the announcement that they're making a Batman Forever?
My
Batmobile
wife
Lego
has
set?
already told me no. I have enough Batmobiles.
Are you going to get it anyway? Because it's
Would I-
Batman Forever. You going to get
Batman.
it?
Hold on, Batman Forever, my absolute favorite Batman movie, and
Wow.
I'm not gonna go get it.
I think you are going to get it, aren't you? Yeah, he's going to get it. You'll be fine. You'll figure it out. It's only like what, 494 pieces, something like that. I don't know.
It's a
Something like
small set.
It-
That's the only thing that's a little disappointing. I'd like it to be a little bigger.
that. I don't know. I think 494 pieces is just fine.
So that one, and I really want them to do a collector's edition of the animated series Batmobile.
Ooh, yeah. You
I
got to
would
get
be
the animated
curious.
series one.
Yeah.
This sucker's electrical. What much electricity I need? Doc, you
No,
don't just-
it's not electrical. It runs on gasoline. We established this in the second and third movie.
Did you rip that off? So I gave him a shoddy case of pinball machine parts.
Was it a Dune pinball machine?
That's a good question. If we were going to have a pinball machine in your house, which theme would you want on the pinball machine?
Oh, I want my.
Great question.
I have a couple, but they have a Godzilla pinball machine that rocks. It's awesome.
Do you have that one or no?
I don't own any pinball machines.
No, I thought you owned one.
You know,
Oh, God, no. I don't have that kind of money.
I didn't take chemistry. Is plutonium liquid?
Is it?
It's
I
it's in the
really-
it's in the liquid. It's the capsule that's in it.
That's what I meant. By the way, how was, just out of curiosity, I know this is still 80s, right? I think it is.
Yeah.
So, Austin, what was it like watching the 80s classic No Holds Barred? What was it like?
That movie's awful.
Is it really that bad?
It's very bad.
Because I remember watching it as a kid. I thought it was great.
It's the shits. It's terrible.
What's your name? Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus and Rip. Every time he said Rip, we had to take a drink in that, which sucked. They say that.
So wait, hold on. He wants to go 25 years in the future, see the progress of mankind. Let's review, shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we
what,
talk
just-
about the gore?
Just everything
the
everything
gore
involving
push
the
electric?
internet. It's really just the internet. That's really about it.
Well, it's the internet. It's reality TV with the real world and road rules. And what was the other thing that happened 20
Survivor.
Survivor happened 25 years later, right? What was the other thing? What was really 85, 95, 2005, 2010? What was really big in 2010? I mean, the MCU was just getting off the ground.
Not yet.
I mean, but it was getting off the
I
ground.
was like, you got another 8 years to go,
Oh,
or
boy.
7 years, 8 years, 8 years.
let me see. 80?
Ryan, they found me. I don't know how, but they found me.
I don't know how, but they found me. There was some True Grit, I think, came out in 2010. The remake.
The
Not the
Libyans!
Libyans.
Do you think the country of Libya was kind of pissed at the representation of Libyans in this film?
I don't know. Someone's gonna have to Google that. I don't know if there was an article. I think there was an article written about that, but I can't remember. I can't remember who wrote it originally. Sorry.
By the way, here's another callback to part 3.
Oh, because he's carrying a
Peacemaker.
He's carrying his Peacemaker that he shot the shots of when Marty was driving towards the screen, and now he doesn't have any bullets. He forgot to reload it.
I did not even think of that. Holy crap!
Did you even think of that, Ryan? Did,
No.
I just blow your mind? Because
Yeah, you did.
Come on, and he shoot all the bullets, and he never reloaded. So now he's out of bullets.
You did, because wow.
Yeah. See, it all comes together.
And then we'll talk more about it next week when we're sitting here watching part 3.
Something you didn't even notice. That's right.
Listen, I'm just gonna spend all week next week talking about Hill Valley and the set.
Yeah,
All I'm gonna do.
Which I'm looking forward to, because you have some stories about visiting those sets.
So nothing is there, but like you use your imagination and you figure it out, and like I love that.
All right. By the way, what's this mean? Point of no return. That's our fail-safe point.
Man, I love this score.
Yeah,
Alan Silvestri. I mean, look what the man did. He did Back to the Future, and then he did the MCU.
Roger Rabbit, Predator.
Predator. That's right.
Forrest Gump. All kinds of great scores. Oh yeah.
Did he do Predator and Predator 2, or just Predator?
Yeah, well, he did Predator and Predator 2. Yeah. He did
okay. Because Predator 2 and Predators turn a certain age this year.
I know, because you know how much I love Predator 2.
Yeah, we'll be talking about Predator 2 later this summer, if not into the fall.
Dun, dun,
oh, he has to slow down.
I like the build here.
Is it a manual? Is the DeLorean a manual?
I don't know. Is
it? An RPG.
Shit. Andy.
That's crap. Why are you? You could have still fought that thing. Shoot it.
Shoot it. The rocket is faster than 90.
That's what I'm thinking. Put him at.
See if you.
I don't know why he was
do 90. Scarecrow. His mask covers his face when he crashes.
Yeah.
Sorry, but by the way, fun fact for everybody watching or listening to us at home. So my family and I, we had a family-run business. We had a family restaurant. We were selling burgers, fries, the whole nine in Ocean City, Maryland at one point. And my dad would always say, he would put on the sign. We had a sign on the outside of the burger shop, and he would say, name the quote or name the movie, right? Name the movie. And he would put the quote from Back to the Future where he says, "Sorry about your barn."
Yeah.
But very few, if any, of our customers who would come into our burger shop got it, Chris. I'm dead serious. Hardly any of them would get it.
I used to have old school lunchboxes that had that cover right there on the lunchbox.
Oh,
really?
I gave it to Jordan Anderson, my partner over the Movie Hero Network.
What cover did it have on it?
The space zombies from Pluto thing that the kid has on the thing. Yeah.
Dude, why would you give that up? That's crazy.
Because I gave it to him. He didn't have any Back to the Future things, so I gave him one.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you have a lot of merch in your collection already.
I have all kinds of stuff around the house. I need to get rid of some of this, honestly.
Well,
yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry about your barn.
Yeah.
This is where my brother and I used to laugh out loud a lot during this part. Sorry about your barn.
Sorry, mutated in human form. Shoot it.
When he shoots him and he doesn't even hit him, he doesn't even graze him, and he falls over. I'm like, dude, that's hilarious. Yeah, you mutated son of a bitch.
That kid got dressed so fast.
Very fast.
This is like early in the morning. Maybe they're getting up and getting ready for the day.
There goes your Twin Pines there, guys.
No, it should be the middle of the night still, shouldn't it?
Is it?
Well, look at you can tell. Look, yeah.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, but according to the timeline of the movie, it still should be like 2 a.m. right now. But all right. because he's still transported, unless unless it said depends on
that
what time he
sun comes
transported
up
to.
real fast.
Well, no, you'd have to go back and see what he actually inputted into the time vehicle. What time? Because you can input a time on the clock as well. Remember?
But here's the thing, this is where I'm going to admit it. Zemeckis did not do a good job, because if you start to look at the amount of light and the sky, they don't match up at all. And it doesn't take him that long to drive here. Hill Valley's not a large place.
He got there pretty fast, though, didn't he?
Pretty quick.
Getting out of the Twin Pines.
Yeah, but Lion Estates, technically, Chris, maybe on the outskirts of town. Because remember when he's going home from school, he leaves and it's kind of the sun's starting to go down by the time he gets to the neighborhood. We
See,
don't
now
know
look,
where the
clouds
neighborhood
are gone, and there's that LA haze. Now there's clouds are there again.
LA haze.
LA haze.
Haze. This is nuts. Starter
Now, I
grinding.
did never notice the compass on the dash.
is. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is a compass. You're right. Yeah.
Mm.
It says empty. It's empty, Marty. You're
Yeah.
not going anywhere. Did anyone have a Walkman like that? That's a cool
Yeah.
looking Walkman.
Oh, yeah.
My
Yeah, I
goodness,
know.
that's back in the day.
That is a cool looking Walkman, though.
Yeah, I had one.
Oh, really?
I had a Walkman and a Talk Boy from home.
Oh,
So those-
you had both.
yeah.
That's even better.
Those models of bulldozers and stuff were not available in 1955.
Are you saying that they borrowed them from 85 and just made them
They
look like they
probably
were?
didn't care.
Okay.
It's more Miller product
High
placement.
Life.
Mr.
Wow.
Sandman, dun, 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 bring me a drink.
And
I
the
have seen
movie
this movie.
and the movie with Ronald Reagan.
Who's the president? Who's the
Ronald-
president?
Ronald Reagan, California,
Ronald
Montana.
Reagan?
Ronald Reagan, the actor. And that's Barbara Stanwyck, who Barbara Stanwyck was in.
So,
hold on a second.
This
Barbara Stanwyck was in
song,
a very famous movie.
this song was not on the charts in 1955.
It wasn't?
This version
Oh, I thought
was
it was
not on the charts in 1955.
Guess it wasn't. What was the movie Barbara Stanwyck was in that was so good? I have it on Blu-ray. What was it? Double Indemnity.
Yeah.
That's it. She was in Double Indemnity. Has anyone ever seen that Double Indemnity with Barbara
Oh
Stanwyck?
yeah, I have it on Blu-ray. I
That's
got
a
it right.
good one, right? Have you seen it,
right.
Chris? Have you seen Double Indemnity?
Right here.
I know of it
Oh, let me
Let
see
me
that.
watch
There it is. You need
Yeah,
to
there
watch
you go.
this, Chris. You see that?
because I've watched Double Jeopardy, which
Oh, yeah,
was
but you need
based
to
on-
see Double
No,
Indemnity.
Double Indemnity is great. It holds up. It's good.
It's good.
I love that detail right there. Korean conflict. That is a
Mhm.
great detail.
Mm.
Yeah.
Historically true.
Hey, the clock tower seems to be working. It's what time is it? 8:30 in the morning.
It's 8:30.
In the morning, though.
Mhm.
A nice place to live. Please drive carefully.
Re-elect Mayor Red Thomas. Progress is his middle
Better
name.
education.
Mhm.
Progress is his middle name.
Progress is his middle name. Elect him. He's white.
Means not going to go
This
into
is-
that.
It's 1955.
On election day, cast your vote for a proven leader. Re-elect Mayor Red Thomas.
Well, I mean, look, I'm just saying this is Hill Valley. Remember what's said in the next scene? A colored mayor, that'll be the day. So it's not me, it's Hill Valley.
Look at me. You think I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in this
Yeah.
slop house? Watch it, Goldie. No, sir.
Now that
I-
is something that's
I'm just
interesting
saying
because
what Hill Valley is. Seems
it's
to
his
be,
Bell
you know?
system. This is before the Bell Company was guilty of creating a monopoly, and it was split up.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know this. Hey, what
So the reason why we have different quote unquote Bell companies for telephone, like Pacific Bell and they have
Thank
Atlantic
you.
Bell.
Ryan,
the reason why is that the federal government
the
split it up
sign,
into a monopoly.
the sign outside the record shop said the Ballad of Davy Crockett. What's playing on the jukebox? The Ballad of Davy Crockett. Davy Crockett.
what was the,
King of Wild Frontier.
Are you telling me you're the owner of the Bubblegum Shrimp Corporation? Yes, we got more money than Davy Crockett.
Yeah,
Well, I've hosted some papas in my time, but that tops them all.
Mhm. Mhm.
There's a page out of the phone book.
They do that a lot in 80s movies. Terminator, that.
All right, kids, a
1640
phone book
Riverside
was a
Order
book
some-
that you received every year that had these things called telephone numbers. We
and
didn't
Yellow
have contacts.
Pages.
Mhm.
Yes.
I can't give you a tab unless you order something. All right, give me a Pepsi for you want a Pepsi, pal? You got to pay for it. Let's just give me something without any sugar in it. All right, some of the sugar. And he gives him like
Why
a
in the
truckload of
80s they
change.
were so obsessed with this idea is crazy.
Does anyone else here wish coffee was still 5 cents?
Yeah, right.
To this day, does anyone else think?
Notice too, he paid for it. Notice,
Yeah,
and what's in his pick came out of his pocket and is there among the money he pulled out.
Mhm.
Now
He
I'm
didn't even look at
now
the
I'm noticing that, Chris.
Look, there's Billy's name. There's my boy. There's the Phantom. It's the Phantom. Yeah.
It's what? By the way, what was the kid? What was the?
Phantom.
It's Billy Zane. It's the Phantom. The Phantom. That's right.
Mhm.
Also known as Kit Walker in the movie.
This
Kit
gives
Walker.
him
Kit
his
Walker.
start, and then in the next movie, Elijah Wood gets his start.
Oh, that's right. Part D. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
No,
Billy Zane. Billy Zane.
Foothead.
Hey, look at this guy's life preserver. Dork thinks he's gonna drown. So, what do they look like, Jimmy? Like dorks. Look like a couple of dorks. Ha!
Right.
You're closed, motherfracker. Anybody recognize that quote? I think Austin got it.
Yeah, no, it's Pulp Fiction, of
Pulp
course.
Fiction. Pulp Fiction. When was the last time you saw that, Chris? Pulp
Who
Fiction.
goes into a diner and eats cereal other than Jerry Seinfeld and Seinfeld?
By the way, what cereal is he eating? Special K?
Maybe,
Wheaties?
or cornflakes. Probably cornflakes.
I think it's cornflakes too. I think it's cornflakes too.
Cornflakes. It's the 50s. It's got to be cornflakes.
Does
There
anyone
weren't that many cereals back then.
have you ever had cornflakes?
Yeah, they're fine, but you got to put sugar on it.
Oh, I don't put sugar on that stuff. George,
Why?
Yeah, who are you? Say, why do you let those boys push you around like that? Well, they're bigger than me. Stand tall, boy. Have some respect for yourself. I'll be walking over you for the rest of your life. Look at me. You think I'm going to spend the rest of my life in this slop house? Watch it, Goldie. No, sir. I'm going to make
So
something.
listen,
I'm
I
going to
know
night
this is
school.
California. That man would not be working in that shop.
One day I'm going to be, that's right, he's going to be mayor. Yeah, I'm mayor. Now, that's a good idea. I could run for mayor.
See, it's a racist town. I'm not saying anything that's out of line.
It was
I'm not saying anything that's out of line, right? It's in
it
the
was
movie.
the time
It's canon.
period. It was the time
Yeah, it's
period.
the time
Yeah.
period. That's what I just said.
Time period, folks.
Mhm.
By the way, for those of you just joining us, what the Bantha Fodder is going on, we're 41 minutes and 5 seconds into the epic classic Back to the Future, celebrating its 40th anniversary. Do not forget to like and share this with all of your closest friends. If you're joining us live on the replay, hi there, welcome. And if you have any thoughts on this or any of the other movies in the trilogy, let us know in the comments, let us know in the chat. And thank you once again to our co-hosts / special guests for the week, also known as Chris and Austin, and our producer behind the curtain for being here with us as well. Appreciate you all. Yes, that's right. All of you. You're all important. Just want to make that perfectly clear. And thank you to everybody who's liked and commented on this video thus far. We cannot do
He's a peeping Tom, Ryan.
Peeping
You know,
without
he's a
you.
peeping Tom.
If you want to watch
Now,
this
see,
movie,
it's not cornflakes. It's got to be Wheaties. He needed something to keep him
queue it up
strong.
on physical media or streaming service, watch a movie along with us. And I believe that's Lorraine across the street that he's looking at.
I believe that's her body double.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Did Leah Thompson say anything about that scene or no? That was a stunt double? Okay, it was a stunt double. We'll leave it at that.
Let me tell you, if I see a kid falling out of a tree looking near my house, I'm running him over.
No, I love how he says another one of these damn kids jumped in front of my car, as if this has happened multiple
wait.
times.
Yeah, it's like the 30th time he's done that.
Bella! Another one of these damn kids.
In front of my car.
Another one of these kids jumped in
That's
front
what
of
I
my
mean.
car.
I would take him in the house.
It changed everything.
Fun fact.
By the way, you're not supposed to go to sleep after a concussion. That seems like that's what we did.
Yeah,
But,
that's
all
like medically incorrect, I guess. Is that
Yeah,
wrong?
well, it's bad for the brain. So if you go to sleep after a concussion.
You know what?
9 hours. Yeah.
You know what, Austin? A lot of people like walnuts. They're good for the liver. Yeah, but they're bad for the brain. You're sloppy, big boy. You're under arrest. Come on here. Let's get him out here, boys. In a nice place where they don't serve walnuts. Well, you're saying I've been back all 19.
We're about to say hello to Calvin.
Yeah, Calvin.
Calvin. But why do you keep calling me Calvin? You're my
I really do like her 1950s hairstyle. I really do.
It's great. It's perfect, honestly. It's great. And Leah Thompson.
Also, only people in the 50s wear that shade of purple.
She is a beautiful woman.
She has aged gracefully, I think. Leah Thompson has hardly aged at all.
I believe she directs Star Trek episodes now. Did you know this?
She directs Star Trek now?
She directs Star Trek episodes.
I did not know that.
I couldn't believe it.
Which series is she directing? Is it Strange New Worlds or is it Discovery?
I got to check if it was Discovery or Strange New Worlds.
Discovery or It was one of the other two. Why did you?
There we
call me
go.
Calvin? That's your name, isn't it? Calvin Klein. It's written all over your. Wow.
All over your underwear.
I guess
Your
most people call you. No,
underwear.
most people call me Marty.
There it is. It was 2 episodes of Star Trek Picard.
Hey, that's my favorite captain right there. Fun fact.
And she directed an episode of Young Sheldon.
I do like Captain Picard. So
she directed 5 episodes of the Stargirl series.
I did like that show for a bit.
The Goldberg she did. Yeah, so she does a lot of directing now.
Goldbergs? Oh yeah, that's right.
Goldberg, yeah.
It's a big bruise you have there. Lorraine, are you up there? Oh my God, it's my mother. Put your pants back on.
Get your pants back on.
Jeez. Calvin Klein? It's written all over your underwear.
Now wait, I'm trying to look. Who are the guys on the wall that she has?
Just the typical, probably 50s, like music stars, movie stars.
Gable and stuff.
Yeah,
like
you're,
Jimmy Dean. I want some Jimmy Dean. I'm a little
James
hungry right
Dean.
now.
James Dean.
Don't you mean James Dean?
I know what I meant. I'm hungry.
James Dean, you're tearing me apart. Which, James, another talent.
Milton. You got an Uncle Milton.
That's tote. By the way, the girl sitting next to Milton is the same girl from Adventures in Babysitting.
Oh, really?
And the kid is what's his name from the Wonder Years?
Jason Hervey. Jason Hervey.
Yeah, Jason Hervey, who also showed up on a bunch of WCW pay-per-views. He's a big wrestling fan. He showed up on a lot of Clash of Champions stuff.
Well, that he also commentated on Monday Nitro.
And speaking of Pee-wee's Big Adventure that same year, he's also the kid at the end of Pee-wee.
I am ready.
I am always ready.
I've always been ready.
Listen,
I've been ready since first call.
This is something that is so cool to me. The idea that, look at this, they're bringing the TV to television. How much of a shift that was in the dynamic of family dynamics. Like,
look at it roll. Now we can watch Jackie Gleason while we eat.
And now we have our phones at the table. Like, we don't even communicate when we're together, if we're together.
Wait a minute. Do you have a television? Yeah, well, you got 2. You must be rich. Oh, honey, he's teasing. No one has 2 televisions. Hey, I've seen this one. I've seen this one. It's a classic. This is where Ralph dresses up as a man from space. What do you mean you've seen this? It's brand new. Yeah, well, I saw it on a rerun. It's a rerun. You'll find out. Dude, the fact that Jason Hervey and Maya Bruton from Adventures in Babysitter are in the same shot, that's just insane to me. Oh, by the way, she plays the character known as Sarah in
This is another cool acting thing. The way that she looks at Michael J. Fox is the exact same way that she looks at George
Crispin
in
Glover,
that opening scene. Yeah. It's a really nice touch.
Do you know where Riverside Drive is?
You mean
so
Martin
the other
Luther
end of town,
King?
Block past Maple, east end of town. Block past Maple. That's up near John F. Kennedy Drive.
Or John F. Kennedy. Every
the hell
town's
is
got a
John F.
JFK
Kennedy?
Drive and a Martin Luther King Drive.
Who the hell is John F. Kennedy? With Marty's parents out of town, do you think he got to spend the night?
Now that's ridiculous.
People
would have known who JFK was. He was in the political scene by that point.
Yeah, he was around. So unless you're just completely oblivious to politics,
which clearly the father is.
Kennedy,
he might be checked out at that time.
But the father was out of the loop. He didn't know who JFK was.
Robert Kennedy.
Wait, wasn't Bobby Kennedy involved in some way during that time? Wasn't he involved in the political circles during that time?
They all were. Their dad was.
But
was an ambassador to France?
Yeah, but what did Bobby do during that time? What did Bobby Kennedy do?
I love that.
I don't know.
Bobby. See, now I'm going to look Bobby Kennedy.
Robert F. What was he doing in 55? Because I have no idea.
He was Attorney General from 61 to 64.
Woo!
But see, remember the turn back in the remember the newspapers at the beginning. This house was demolished.
Oh shoot! You're right.
Remember, and he was living in that garage thing, the storehouse out there where the car was.
Damn.
And then everything else was built around it. So it used to be just he probably sold it to the people that then built all the strip malls and things like that right next to it.
The strip malls. You got to love those. Unfortunately, strip mall. I mean, by the way, malls as a thing aren't around anymore. It's so sad.
Yeah.
No more malls, Chris. No more malls.
He was chief counsel for the Democrats
Mhm.
in
Okay.
1955.
Well, that helps.
Actually, he hasn't come from a great distance because distance is a measure of space, not time.
Not a word. Not a word now. Quiet. Donations. You want me to make a donation to the Coast Guard Youth Auxiliary because everyone thinks he's wearing a life preserver, even though it's a vest. I'm from the future. I came here in a time machine that you invented. Now I need your help to get back to the year 1985.
This thing doesn't work at all.
Do you know what this means? Oh, Chris Lloyd has such great comedic timing in this. I mean, but he always does. It's not like he's never done it before. I mean, he did it for years in Taxi before this even came out, right?
I know it's not, but I'm in another universe. That is the same machine the Ghostbusters used on Rick Moranis in my mind.
Oh yeah, could be.
Oh, that's interesting. Did you ever see clips of Taxi, Chris? Have you ever seen what Chris Lloyd did in Taxi?
I've watched Taxi, yeah.
Okay, because the best episode is the driver's test. What does the yellow light mean? Slow down. You know, that's the best part. Photographic fakery. They cut off your brother's hair. I'm telling the truth, Doc. You gotta believe me. Then tell me, future boy, who's president of the United States in 1985? Ronald Reagan.
The
Ronald
actor?
Reagan. The actor?
And who's the first lady? Jane
Who's vice
Wyman?
president? Jerry Lewis. I suppose Jane Wyman is the first lady.
Jack Benny's the Secretary of Treasury.
By the way, Reagan saw this in theaters, and he absolutely loved the references and the fun they were poking at him. He loved it. He didn't mind it at all.
Now, would have been a good callback? Barbara Stanwyck. Who's the first lady? Barbara Stanwyck?
To
the movie that, yeah.
Well, I don't know if this is true. I just got a note here from behind the scenes of not this movie, but another movie that's currently being filmed right now here in the year of 2025. I just heard that Matt Reeves has left the Batman Part 2.
I saw that.
Does that mean we're going to get another director now? Or like, are they not?
I think the movie's going to die.
Oh, geez.
Looks
like we're not going to get that Batman sequel, Austin. Because it says he reportedly exited the film, so he's not like directing it anymore. Dude, that sucks.
Well, here's an idea, James Gunn. Step in and save it.
Yeah, but he's gonna make it too comedic. He's gonna make it too comedic. There's no way. There's no way. I
don't mean him directing it or writing.
Oh, I was gonna say, don't have him directed.
But no, he's the head of DC.
Yeah, but don't have him direct the Batman movie. Have someone else direct the Batman movie.
I have a theory that they were pressuring Warner Brothers is pressuring Matt Reeves to fold that Batman movie or the next one into the new DC universe, and he didn't want to do it.
That's a very good possibility.
Yeah,
but that's
and then they don't want him to. They didn't want him to do it unless he found a way to fold it into this new universe.
Jeez,
and he probably told him to fuck off.
He probably did.
One of my all-time favorite Back to the Future moments isn't even in a Back to the Future movie. It's the cameo of Doc Brown of the DeLorean in A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yep, that was funny.
Which means that is canon, and that in 1885 Hill Valley, that Doc Brown is hanging out with Seth MacFarlane.
By the way, speaking of A Million Ways to Die in the West, did everyone see the new trailer for Charlize Theron's new film, The Old Guard 2, that's finally going to be dropping on Netflix this summer?
I haven't.
No, because I didn't see The Old Guard 1.
Oh, if you're an action film fan of any way, shape, or form, you're going to freaking love The Old Guard, guys.
The daisy chaining it would have taken to make that work is insane.
Yes, but The Old Guard with Charlize Theron is fantastic.
1.20
gigawatts. By the way, he was supposed to say gigawatts, but Chris Lloyd mispronounced it, and they kept it in the film anyway.
Yeah.
1.21 gigawatts.
Right, Scott. Gigawatt. Go to school, dude. If you went to science, you'd know.
By the way, what's the song? She blinded me with science. Sometimes recording droid, but in 1955.
Is that Edison?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's so funny he's going to Edison. Edison was such a bad example.
But he said, Tom, how can I generate that kind of power? It can't be done. It can't.
What?
I mean,
Where's Tesla?
Why
is
was
Tesla
Edison
not on that
was
list?
Edison? Why was Edison such a bad guy? I thought he was like a great grandfather.
Because he basically stole all of his shit from everybody else.
Yeah, no, he was a businessman.
Oh, he was a fraud.
Yeah,
He's not a fraud.
He just upended everybody who actually had the ideas for it.
He ruined Nikola Tesla. Like,
I didn't know he did that.
him. Oh yeah.
He ruined Tesla.
He was essentially, Chris, an undercutter, is what they call him.
Wow.
He undercut everybody. Yeah.
I didn't know Edison. I didn't know Thomas Edison.
Tesla invented everything that Edison was able to upend years before Edison ever had anything to do with it.
So it's kind of ironic, but he's the Elon Musk of his day.
Wow. I did not know that he messed up things for Tesla. Edison did.
Yeah.
No joke. Take a look at the movie The Prestige. The idea up there that Tesla, I don't know if it was Colorado, but
was it Colorado?
Tesla was hiding a lot of times from Edison's men.
Really?
Because they were coming in to destroy everything he did.
Jeez. I didn't know it was that messy back then when it comes to who grandfathered.
There was a movie about it called The Electric Wars or something like that.
Yeah.
Edison believed that only direct current was the way to go, and Tesla believed in alternating current, which everyone was like, it's dangerous, you're going to blow people up, and people believed the propaganda by Edison, and Edison had the money, he had the power, he had the forthwith.
And Tesla had patents on stuff for free electricity and shit, a way where everybody could get it for free. And then basically, just like everything else, big business came in and charged everybody for it and took it over.
I might have bumped into my parents.
I may have bumped into my. I did not know that about Tesla, Edison, and the not tragic, but just the controversial things that happened behind closed door. I did not know that.
Waste of existence.
I didn't know that about Edison. How much of a messed up.
Look into it, man. There's books about it and shit. It's
kind of a fraud he was. Jeez, I had no idea.
No, and again, he's not a fraud. I mean, there are a lot of things that he did.
Well, not fraud, but just a
he's
liar.
Building off the work of Greater Giants.
Okay. There was a movie I remember hearing about the Electric Wars, Allison, that you mentioned. I got to sit down and watch that.
Yeah,
this school, if I remember correctly, you can't even go to anymore. I think that it had closed down. I think it's been taken down. And
really?
Yeah,
the school has?
I think so.
What is it now? Parking lot?
JC Penney's.
Is it a JC Penney's, maybe? Maybe you were adopted. Okay, real mature guy. By the way, I unfortunately, for those of you watching or listening to us right now, I unfortunately was subjected to being the victim of someone who had a "kick me" sign on the back of their shirt. Once or twice when I was growing up. It's called bullying, folks. It's no fun, especially if you're the victim of it.
By the way, another quick Easter egg in the background. It says Ron Woodward for class president. He's a camera guy for Back to the Future.
It was Whittier High School, which has received remodels, so you wouldn't recognize it today.
Thank you.
Whittier High School.
It was Whittier High. Thank you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been looking all over for you. Remember me? I'm the guy who, kind of saved your life the other day. Oh, yeah. There's someone I'd like you to meet. Oh, there's the Enchantment Under the Sea Dance banner there.
Yeah.
Calvin, I'd like you to meet my good friend George McFly. By the way, those are, I know it's 50s, but those are not bad clothes that Marty's wearing. Those are nice clothes. How's your head? Fine. I've never been so worried about you ever since you ran off the other night. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I told you I'm fine. Hey, we're tardy. We got to get going. Come on. See, kids were going to class. There was an order to things. No one was skipping school. No one was, sitting on their phones.
People could just walk into schools from off the street.
He did. But then again, this is the context of a movie, not the real world.
This is another deleted scene that I absolutely love. He wants to learn more about his mom, and he goes and notices that his mom cheats on her tests.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's some great deleted scenes.
They're alone together. So you gotta get your father and mother to interact. Some sort of social, what? You mean like a date? Right. Well, I don't know. What kind of date? I don't know. What do kids do in the 50s? They're your parents. You must know them. What are their common interests? What are they together? Nothing.
Racially segregate? I don't know.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Look, there's a rhythmic ceremonial ritual. Of course, the enchantment of the sea dance are supposed to go to this. It's where they kiss for the first time. All right, kid, you stick to your father like glue, and you make sure he takes her to the dance. Get a set of fake textbooks and walk into that school, and you're already a student. Remember that girl?
Well, I think didn't they actually like kind of pseudo enroll him though? Because
No, I don't think he ever
No.
did.
but he's hanging out at the school like all week though.
No, they didn't.
No,
But
he's just
again,
faking
this is a time where they weren't worried about that kind of thing. Just came in off the street, nobody cared.
Yeah, if you wear reasonably good-looking clothes, they're like, "Yeah, we'll take you in."
Yeah.
Let me read. Oh no! I never let anyone read my stories. Well, what if they told me they didn't like them? What if they told me I was no good? You know, every single writer can tell you they've had those fears. Okay, every single writer who's ever been around for any length of time can tell you that I don't know if I want anyone reading my stories. Well, why not? Because I'm afraid of how they're going to react to it, right? But heck, I'm in the process of writing a story right now, and once my short story is done, and I, go back, I revise it, I edit it, I look it over with a fine-tooth comb, do my thing. I'm going to publish the darn thing, and I'm hoping that people enjoy it. And if they enjoy it, great. But if they don't, hey, that's fine too, because you can't win them all, folks. And the other thing is, you can't please everybody. That's just a fact of life. So, by the way, when I do publish my short story or stories, depending on how many I can get out there, Chris, Austin, I hope you guys will take a gander and read some of that stuff. So stay tuned; it's coming.
I'd love to take a gander. Can you cover the cost of feeding it?
Oh, jeez. Whatever, Russ. Whatever. Well, Chris, we'll DM each other later about it. It's fine. Get your meat hooks off of me. She said, "Get your meat hooks."
He is so tall.
He is huge. How tall is he? Like 6'5", 6'6"? How tall is he?
Guy, he's a big man.
Did he ever tell you what his height was?
Stop asking the questions.
Yeah, but I do like the fact that despite that, Marty's not afraid to throw down with him if he has to.
I know he's like 6'5",
Now,
and Marty's like
okay,
5'8",
Strickland
5'6".
still being here is not the most unbelievable thing at
Except
all.
for new
Like,
here.
how many? There are people who are just in education forever.
Mhm.
It
I'm gonna put you
totally
a break.
makes sense that he's
So-
still there in
so
'85
clear.
and looks exactly the same.
Mhm.
So why don't you make like a tree?
Hey, get out of here.
Get out of here. By the way, the fact that guy is called Glasses and he wears 3D glasses throughout the whole movie and his eyesight is not in really horrible, awful, bad shape, that's a miracle
Yeah,
right there.
that's not a good idea.
And
to
these
walk
cars
around
are
3D
beautiful.
glasses on.
If you do not
Yeah.
honestly arrange to that dance, I'm going to go out and regret it for the rest of my life. I'm going to miss my fellow television program, science fiction theater. Yeah, but George, Lorraine wants to go with you. Give her a break. For those of you just tuning in, we are 1 hour, 1 minute, and 45 seconds into this movie known as Back to the
We're
Future.
1 hour, 1 and 45 seconds into Ryan Permerson reading the script for.
Thank you,
Back to
yeah.
the Future.
Exactly. You're welcome, and don't forget to
So-
like and exactly. Don't forget to like and share. This is all.
This is another scene that got extended out, or actually cut down. There is a lot more to this Darth Vader scene.
By the way,
If you-
notice what time it was?
No,
1:21.
thank you. If you have any thoughts or feelings about this movie, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. If you want to watch the movie along with us on physical media or streaming service, you're more than welcome to. And thanks for Chris with the fun facts and Austin for putting up with my quotisms. So
Name that Van Halen song. Go.
And-
I don't know it, but
Well, and there's a deleted scene that explains where he got the hairdryer from.
silence, Earthling. My name. The fact that he can cross over Star Wars and Star Trek in the same sentence is brilliant,
Vader.
Chris. My name is Darth Vader. I'm an extraterrestrial from the planet Vulcan,
Vulcan.
which
And
is
he
a
does
Star
the-
Trek
yeah.
reference.
He does the Vulcan symbol.
Which is a Star Trek reference to Chris's love, because Chris loves Star Trek.
Mhm.
I mean, you like both, but I think your first love is Star Trek, isn't it?
really is. Yeah.
Yeah. So Star Trek is that's your baby. That's your bread and butter. So
Oh, I love one of these little details. Well,
He doesn't
it's
know how
one
to-
of these things. Like if I went back to 1955, I would have done the same thing. I would not have
Yeah.
known what to do.
it's called a bottle opener,
Yeah.
and it's on the side of every single vending machine in town. Didn't take Lorraine out that he melt my. Well,
You know,
let's just keep this brain
There is something here that I've noticed. It's a little thing, and it's more what's not there.
Mm-hmm.
In the 1950s, in 55, you would have had a lot of smoking ads around. And I know they're not, this is supposed to be more family oriented or closer,
Well, close.
but I'm surprised that touch isn't there.
There's only so much you can do in a 2-hour movie.
Oh, we'll product place it every other
At
thing.
some point, there should. Why? At some point, you want to Lucky Strike cigarettes. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend Lucky Strike now with no filter.
Well, there's either that or
the Flintstones to do it in the 1960s.
Well, there was that.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Thank you. Yes. I mean, they couldn't use this because the movie hadn't come out yet, but it would have been funny if we saw red apples in there, Austin.
Yeah,
all right, so explain to me how he gets an ice cold chocolate milk this fast.
It's called movie magic. And by the way, I wish I could walk into a diner and be like, give me a milk, regular, and then just slide it down. I love that. Give me a milk.
That took a bunch of times to do. They were
sure.
Like,
that took like 10 takes at least.
Yeah.
I think it was 8 or 10 takes just to film that. Hey, her girlfriend is smoking, I think, isn't she?
Well, she's trying to look cool. Yeah.
Oh, she's pretending with the straw. Never mind.
Yeah.
There was a straw. I thought it was something else. Never mind.
You are my density. I've used that quote so many times.
Density?
You're my density. My wife hates when I do stuff like this. You're my density.
Yes.
Yes. Gosh, she is so beautiful until she ends up with Howard the Duck. But it's all downhill.
That movie never happened. Don't ever talk about that. Never happened.
We don't talk about Howard.
No, it doesn't. It never happened. It never happened.
Yeah. Of all the Marvel movies to get
the first Marvel movie we ever got was 1998 Blade. That was the first one we ever got. Blade.
What? You don't look at Roger Corman's Fantastic Four? What?
You don't look at Generation X?
I just told you the first Marvel movie we ever got was Blade. Which a lot of people, not a lot, but some people don't know, but it is actually a Marvel movie, is Blade. So
it's really, and it is really good. It's good.
And it's one of the better Marvel movies.
What's that?
Wasn't that Eric Stoltz's fist that they used in that scene?
I think so.
Of Michael J. Fox?
Yeah, I don't think they were. I think there's a couple of shots in the movie. Yeah, the only stuff left over from Stoltz is like, little close-ups of body parts.
Yeah, there was the quick shot of him punching Biff that they kept in Eric Stoltz.
So these are cool. These are kits that were actually sold in 1955 to kids, and you would build a scooter.
Mm-hmm.
You would buy the lumber.
Scooter.
And you would make them. Isn't that cool?
Scooter. When I hear the word scooter, Chris, I'm thinking of our good friend Scooter from the Muppets.
Yeah.
Remember Scooter?
I got a student who he broke his leg, and they've been nicknaming him as Scooter. And I just hear all around campus, Scooter, and every time I think of him, all I think of is the Muppets.
Scooter, how much money do we have left? Well,
real quick though,
if we can find cheaper lockers.
Real quick though, would a wooden skateboard make sparks?
Probably not. Would it?
I don't think so.
It would. No, I don't think it would. That's movie magic, right
Unless
there.
it has a piece of metal on the bottom, which I don't think it does.
By the way, he's wearing a pair of Chucks there. Those are very popular shoes. Did anyone have a pair of Chucks growing up? I did.
No.
You didn't have a pair of Chucks?
No, Ryan, I had PF Flyers, guaranteed to make a kid jump faster and run faster and jump higher.
By the way, I do recommend this. If you ever get a chance, play the Telltale Back to the Future video game.
Oh,
it's a point and click, but the story is so well done. It is like a Back to the Future 4, and it's well done.
I will look that up.
Shit.
I had it on the Wii.
Oh, was
you can get it on.
Can't you get it on Xbox or something? Or
you probably
and this is the same company as well. You see in Back to the Future 3.
Jones
Manure. Jones Manure, yeah.
Jones Manure shows up.
Why there's a manure truck in the middle of town, I don't know. But okay.
No,
he's heading out of town.
I thought he was in town.
He's just passing through.
One of the two.
It would have been funnier if you said, I hate manure.
I hate manure.
Get used to that word.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm now in charge of the stream. Ryan is gone.
Oh, Ryan had to step away. No, we got this. It's fine. I think we can handle it.
Run, Marty!
Run for it, Marty. Yeah, but the scene I was referring to was if you remember Doc threw his there's a deleted scene, I'm sure you've seen it, Chris, where Doc had his like briefcase, his like personal or his luggage in
Yeah.
there, and he had a hair dryer in there, and then Doc, like, there's a scene where they're looking through the personal items, and he sees the hair dryer. He's like, "What is this?" Like, it's a hair dryer. He goes, "Hair dryer? Don't they have towels in the future?" Yeah.
I do like the wardrobes, though. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I like the wardrobes. Please excuse me. I didn't have
The
time to make it to
the
scale.
crudity of this model, yeah. What did he make it out of?
Looks like cardboard.
Yeah, I was gonna say the top looks well, maybe. It looks like it could be wood. I don't know.
Well, look at the top of some of them. It's cardboard.
Yeah, it's like folded.
Cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
Directly into the flux capacitor. At the calculated moment, you start off just down the street, driving directly towards the cable, accelerating at 88 miles per hour. Just out of curiosity, though, as a question to our friendly neighborhood producer in the backstage area of our studio, do you have a favorite scene or favorite quote in this one, producer?
Yes, I do, but it's already played.
Which one was it?
It was where George McFly was trying to talk to Lorraine there.
The density scene. Density.
Oh, the
I
density.
love
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah,
I
the
knew
density.
density.
I mean, my destiny. Yes.
Although this is another thing. Every
Got it.
time I hear him do that, I hear a little bit of Jennifer Coolidge.
Mhm.
Density.
Jeez. Jennifer
This
Coolidge.
movie would have been so different if like Jennifer Coolidge was Lorraine.
Oh boy. Hmm.
Marty.
She wasn't ready for that yet. She had to wait 9 years before she can play the role of the masseuse on that episode of Seinfeld. And George loves her because she just dislikes me so much. It's irresistible. You know?
Whoa.
Sorry, dropping a Seinfeld reference in the middle of a Back to the Future screening here.
The masseuse who won't give Jerry a massage.
Exactly. Do you remember that episode?
Of course.
Of course.
You know what?
course.
He's so good at the mouth drop.
Of
It's
course.
a little thing. But
Yeah.
his mouth drop is so good.
Mm.
Funny every time.
You know, I used that GIF when I promoted the show, this week's show, Chris. This one of him jaw dropping after the thing ran into the clothing or whatever that was.
You know
there.
what it reminds me of? And another science-based character, Beaker.
Remember me? Yeah.
You know what? When they talk about like
Oh,
a movie
geez.
that should be redone but with Muppets, this with Muppets could be interesting.
There's a lot of movies that could be remade with Muppets, man. I mean, this is just one of many.
Piggy, I'm telling you, Piggy is Lorraine all the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marty, what do you think you do? You know what I mean? Like, maybe we could go to the dance with moi. You know, I'm sorry. This is my horrible impression of Piggy, but you know what I mean. All right. Yes, thank you. By the way, oh, your popcorn is 3D. You know what, Chef? That's not how 3D works. Oh, never mind.
Let me tell you, he would be the owner of the cafe, the Swedish chef.
Hey, kid, what are you doing? Our producer's probably wondering, what movie did I just walk into? I'm just Josh. I'm kidding you.
Sweetums is Biff.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, Sweetums
Can you
is
imagine this, Austin? Can you imagine Sweetums playing Biff in this scenario?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who would play Biff. It's a little...
wait, butthead.
I don't.
I would have a Fozzie Blair play the guy in Biff's gang who goes, Dork thinks he's gonna drown. Waka
Strickland is
waka.
Sam the Eagle. Strickland is Sam the Eagle.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
no,
sure,
100%.
100%, 100%.
Walker.
You are all weirdos. Ugh.
Well, and of course, when you get to the Marvin and the Starlights, it's got to be the Electric Mayhem.
Dr.
Yeah.
Dr.
Of course.
Teeth and the
And the
what's
Electric
the Electric Mayhem. The Electric Mayhem.
Yeah, of course.
But this is where it gets crazy. Okay, this is a crazy idea.
Who's gonna play George?
His dad is Fozzie Bear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? You can make Fozzie George, and you know what? If you want someone to play Biff, Rolf the dog could be Biff because he has that growly, bullish voice. I mean, he's a nice dog, but like you can make him a bad guy.
Could be. I like that.
He could be. Ralph, do you know where Ralph's the dog can pull that off? You know, around 9 o'clock at night, she's gonna get very well. Why is she gonna get angry with you? Well, George, because girls get angry when something dark side. For those of you tuning in, this is the 40th anniversary watch along of Back to the Future that turns 40 this year, and we are 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 40 seconds into the movie. Feel free to queue up your copy on physical media or a streaming service. Watch the movie along with us. Comment down below if you're joining us live or what is known as a replay. It's Memorex. Thank you so much for doing so. And thank you for Austin with dozens and dozens, and of course Chris with dozens of fun facts and little details that clearly I have missed in the 2,000 times that I've watched this flipping movie, Chris.
Swear,
there's always something to pick up.
Swear.
Yeah. By the way, I'm out for the count, and then you and Lorraine live happily ever after, right? Oh, you make it sound so easy. I wish I wasn't so scared.
These movies aren't even my favorite Michael J. Fox movies.
Are you serious? Are your favorite Michael J. Fox movies Doc Hollywood?
It is. I like Doc Hollywood, but actually, The Secret of My Success is one of my all-time favorites.
I still have never seen that all the way through.
That one, Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
That's a decent one. It's not great, but it's good. It's good. It's not great, but it's certainly one of the, it's a good one. It is. It was during it was during the middle era between after the Renaissance and before like the newer age stuff happened.
Yeah, I like Hollywood, but like I said, Secret of My Success to me always makes me laugh so much.
Secret of My Success. Wasn't Helen Slater his love interest in that?
Yes, she was.
AKA Supergirl. Supergirl was his love interest. Yeah. Which great casting. You get Marty McFly and Supergirl in the same movie. Well, OG Supergirl for those of you wondering.
So if Michael J. Fox were to have played a DC hero, who would you have cast him as?
The Flash.
Barry Allen or Wally West?
Probably Wally West. I don't know. Maybe he could play either one, but I think Wally West might be the chipper one. I don't know. He could do it. I mean, back in the day, he could do it. No, obviously not now, but 45 years ago, he could do it for sure. Whatever you got to tell me, I'll find out through the natural course of time. Can't believe they use fancy pens, but you got to dip it into the ink jar every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was that hard to write a note back then.
So ballpoint. When did the ball? Oh, that's.
I'll look it up.
When did the ballpoint pen get invented? When did that even happen? Is that the 50s or the
ballpoint pen was successfully in 1938.
Ooh, that's going way back. Okay.
Yeah. So
they kind of improved on it in the 50s, maybe.
But you know what? Here's the thing. Doc Brown's a scientist. He's drawing things up. Maybe it's a certain way. There's only certain things he keeps with him, and so maybe he had a pen and ink.
Pen and ink. Yeah. Well.
By the way, here's another detail.
Yeah.
Says you got a permit for this. He doesn't pull out a permit.
Pulls out $100 bill.
Yeah. He gives him money. He pays him off.
Pays money. Let me see if I can find it here. I got the permit here.
Yeah.
By the way, this is great music. I would love to hear this anytime I walk to a dance club or an event, a dance, whatever, a ballroom. It's good. It's good. It's good stuff.
It's good stuff. Yeah.
Good music. I'd like to walk into this.
This is a hell. They really dressed this gym up though, man. Like this. Look at all the decorations.
The way dances should be,
yeah, right.
Get this going to San Francisco.
Look at this. They got the water. They got the water streamers. They got the streamers in the background.
Like Poseidon.
Well, they pretty much show Poseidon standing in the background there, which I think is kind of brilliant. But.
This is an interesting moment. So we're coming on to the Johnny B. Good scene.
Yeah.
Johnny B. Good was actually written by Chuck Berry in 1955.
Mm-hmm.
So, by the way, there's a conspiracy theory going around the internet that Marty McFly inadvertently created rock and roll because of what he did at the dance. Is that true, or is that no?
I mean, Chuck Berry was kind of at the forefront of rock and roll, right in the mid '50s. Elvis was right after him.
Oh, that's true.
57. I mean, it's around this time. It's around this time.
I want to know if he had a cousin actually named Marvin Berry.
Do you want to Google that and find out? Because I don't know.
Looking right now, like, did he have a cousin named Marvin Berry?
I swiped it from the old lady's liquor cabinet. You don't want to drink because you might regret it later in life, Marty. Don't just square. Anybody who's everybody drinks. Yeah, you smoke too. So basically, we find out that Lorraine is a bit of a rebel in 1955. She doesn't really follow the rules all that much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what type of guitar that is, but that is a nice looking guitar.
Yeah.
We gotta take a little break, but we'll be back in a little while. So don't nobody go
Going out to
nowhere.
have a little fun.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of guitar that is. That's a nice guitar.
I can look at
Mermaid. There's the mermaid there in the background. Hello. And it's almost 9 o'clock. Wait a minute. Is it 9 o'clock? I can't see it.
It's a Gibson ES 345.
That is a nice looking guitar, if I do say so myself. Gibson makes very good.
But it is historically inaccurate, Ryan, because that guitar wasn't actually introduced until 58.
Ooh. Zemeckis made a bit of a mistake there.
Well, you don't do that for historical accuracy, Ryan. You do it because it's a cool looking guitar.
Well,
and
yeah.
it looks like an old school guitar.
It does.
That's the idea.
It does. But it's a nice looking one.
You don't always do it for complete accuracy. It is what it is.
I don't know. I think it's a nice looking guitar personally.
Yeah.
This, by the way, this whole scene with him and her in the car, it's kind of weird for me to watch this now as an adult. It's so weird. So
there never was a cousin named Marvin Berry ever.
Oh, okay. Well, too bad then.
Even for the movie, of course.
That's another historical inaccuracy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kissing my brother.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, there was a movie that came out. What was it? Wasn't it like it was either the same year as this or it was 2 or 3 years later, and it was called. Is it called not Something's Gotta Give, but
so there's a outtake of this them in the car where they had to do it a bunch of times, and what he drank was not alcohol. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You're actors. Well, the last time they did it, they replaced it with real alcohol, and it caught him hugely off guard. Funny, he spits it out, and it's kind of dribbling down, and then he's like, ah.
There was a movie that came out a couple years later with Eric Stoltz, Leah Thompson, called Some Kind of Wonderful. Has anyone ever seen that?
I know the song.
No, I still haven't seen it. Yeah.
All right, it's a decent coming of age 80s film with Eric Stoltz and what could have been between Eric Stoltz and Leah Thompson at the time. Leah Thompson, I mean, she's beautiful in every movie she's ever been in, but I will say, in Some Kind of Wonderful, she is like drop dead gorgeous in that one. Feel free to look up the screenshots of that, fellas, because Leah Thompson's fantastic. Hey, who you calling so-and-so, Peckerwood?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to mess with none of this, all right? You better get your mind. By the way, some of these words are cut out in the TV versions of this movie.
Why would the keys be in the trunk?
I haven't figured that one out.
Yeah, who leaves the keys in the trunk?
Hey, Leo, where are your keys? The keys are in the trunk. Say that again. I said the keys are in here.
Get him, George.
And I'm like, why would you leave the keys in the trunk?
Yeah.
Leave the keys in the
trunk? Let's go, George.
Does anyone else know why?
Man.
George, badass George. Hey, you, get your damn hands off her.
Hey, you, get your damn.
I love it. Listen, I know why he didn't do it, but I would have went,
aw,
shit.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you like this movie, Austin, but one of your favorite Stallone movies just came out in 4K, and that's Cobra.
I have Cobra on Blu-ray.
Oh, but do you have the 4K?
No.
Well, the 4K just came out, or about to come out.
I like Cobra. I don't love Cobra, but it's all right.
Okay, because I was gonna say it's coming out in pretty.
I never even noticed that his tie isn't even on right.
It's on pre-order. This is going to come out July 22nd from Arrow Video in 4K. In case you want it.
You were doing that wrong, dude.
Yeah.
Whose keys are these? They're mine. Thanks a lot. You're gonna break his arm. Biff, leave him alone.
Yeah, but this is one of the great, like, all-time audience cheering moments ever. Come on,
people kind of went nuts when this.
Yeah, it's one of the all-time greats.
Although, as inexperienced as he is, I'm surprised he didn't put his thumb in his fist.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which,
look at all the people smoking outside the school. So different today.
What was I gonna say? The
How?
not the.
This isn't even my favorite Crispin Glover role.
Is it Willard?
I love him as the creepy thin man in.
Oh, Charlie's Angels, bro. Yeah, when he shows up in that, I'm like, dang, George, look what you've done to yourself.
He can fight. He did
Yeah,
the stunts, and I was like,
a badass like karate guy all of a sudden. Who's that guy?
George McFly.
George McFly. they're acting like they never knew him or seen him before.
By the way, I got a picture also with a guy who's in the upcoming scene at the dance. Courtney Gaines, the guy who goes, "Scram, McFly, I'm cutting in."
I need to find this.
Serious?
A buddy of mine,
Yeah, because I've been to horror conventions and he is in Children of the Corn. He's like the tall kid in Children of the Corn, so he's one of the main ones. So he goes to horror conventions a lot for Children of the Corn, but he's also in Back to the Future.
Scram, McFly, I'm cutting in.
Scram, McFly, I'm cutting in.
Dude, that's fun. Did you have him sign it with that line on it?
I have a Children of the Corn thing because him and a few of the other cast members were at one, so they also have the same picture. The little short kid, the leader, leader. But, he's like the main like muscle of the kid group, if you even want to call him that. But yeah, but it's the same actor, Courtney Gaines.
Wow, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any conventions in your future coming up for you, Austin?
Not in the near future. There's another one in August. There's another one. There's one in.
I was going to say, not even
Columbia.
Not in Raleigh.
There's one in Columbia, a new one that we might go to in like what was it, September, October, something like that. I got it in my calendar. David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown, will be there. And Bam Margera will be there. I'm a big Viva La Bam and Jackass fan. So
Bam Margera is going to be there.
Yeah, I love Jackass and like Viva La Bam. So I love it. So, yeah.
I played as him in the Tony Hawk games growing up, and then he shows up in a cameo in that skateboard movie Grind.
Yeah.
Where are the teachers to save her? Why is nobody protecting her?
Scram, McFly, I'm cutting in. I don't know, Russ. I don't know. But what Chris?
I love the blue screen. Look, you can see the outline here.
Yeah. Sounds like the Joker there. Sounds like the Joker.
Yeah, he's got a great laugh.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
He gets thrown to the ground.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
This was another fist pump moment for us in the
audience.
Oh,
dude.
Oh, yeah.
The version
Marty just pops right back up.
Please be mine. And then everyone shows back up in the photo. Dude, that was a huge moment.
Give him a thumbs up. Come on, dude. The thumbs up.
No. Anyway. By the way, the only time I've seen this in theaters, Austin, is when they re-released all three for the Trilogy's 30th 10 years ago.
I've seen this movie so many times in theaters, and it shows all the time. It shows all the time.
High school. This scene is filmed at a local Methodist church.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. You mean they reenact this scene, or are you talking about the
this scene? Everything in here is at a Methodist church, not at the school.
Oh wow, I did not know that. All right.
It's supposed to play the school, but yeah, they filmed it in
this is an oldie.
It's an oldie.
Well, it's an oldie where I come from.
I still cannot find a good recorded copy of this song. I like this tape.
Yeah, because this version of it is really good.
Thank you for the changes and try to keep up, okay?
I know he didn't sing it. Did he play it?
Yeah, but he learned how to play the guitar this whole time.
I know he played. I know he didn't sing it.
He may not be doing the vocals, but he's playing that guitar the entire time. All right, let's not get the. I was gonna say, let's not get the C word thrown into this video.
Hey, all credit to the Starlighters for keeping up and finding the rhythm.
That's right. Thank you. Yes. Yeah.
You know.
Laid out Biff. Nice guy. George, everything ready for class, President?
I love
run against Ron Woodward.
They're snapping along. You know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Gee willikers. Once again, this is the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future. We are 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 26 seconds into this movie. Do not forget to like and share. And if you want to comment down below in the chat, you're more than welcome to. And if you're joining us live on a replay, thank you so much for doing so. And this has been a fun, epic Back to the Future quote along, I should say, between Austin, myself, and even Chris has thrown in a few Back to the Futurisms when he can.
Well, listen to this.
Your cousin Marvin Berry, you know that new sound you're looking for? Well, listen to this.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is like he had the crowd almost up until this point, and then he loses them because he goes on his solo.
Yeah, his Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah,
his Eddie Van Halen riff there.
Yeah.
Now he lost it.
Now he's lost it. Yeah.
And everyone's freaking out, like, what is this guy doing? Well, this is how people rock out in the 80s, man.
I wonder if a guitar from that era could actually do that.
Maybe, or maybe it's Hollywood magic again. I don't know.
I love it. The drummer, though. Dedicated drummer.
Kicks over the loudspeaker.
Yeah, some of those moves he was doing was a little Angus Young, a little AC/DC.
Yep.
The little kick dance, yeah.
Where are the teachers? Where are the teachers going?
Strickland's right there. What are you talking about?
Strickland's right in the middle of it.
He's like the only teacher.
Yeah, but
that's all you need. He's Strickland.
They call him Strickland for a reason. So, see, there he goes. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna love it.
Kids are gonna love it.
That's right. Yeah, kids are gonna love it, guys.
Marty, look out for yourself.
Lorraine, Marty, that was very interesting music.
They do a different take in the sequel, by the way. Remember, she goes, "Marty, that was very interesting music."
Oh, I didn't know that part. There's a lot.
It's a different take. Yeah.
There's a million things about this movie I never knew existed. So
yeah,
I mean, I knew there were deleted scenes. I just only seen like 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they remastered the movie Red Sonja in 4K.
Red Sonja.
Wow, you gonna pick that one up, Austin?
No,
heavens no. The only one that matters.
I'm not even a big fan of the Conan movies, honestly. I think they're all right, but
I tried watching Conan the Barbarian with Schwarzenegger, and I got bored 20 minutes.
I
can't watch this.
Can't stand the Conan movies.
I can't watch it.
I like the character and the concept, but the movies I don't love.
Well, if you like the character and the concept, just read the original stories by Robert E. Howard.
Right.
Which you can get them on ebook.
We almost got a King Conan movie like 10 or 15 years ago.
Like Marty, that's a nice name.
And it never happened. It never happened.
It came close.
Okay, this is a thing I've thought about too. Later, when they have a kid that looks exactly like him, you're telling me he didn't think, wait a second, why does this guy look exactly like that guy we met in 1955 at the dance? We remember the snow dance. Lorraine? Did you have some explanations?
Robert Zemeckis had an explanation for this. He said, since Marty was only in their school for a week and it was 30 plus years ago at that point, he thought no one would remember somebody who came in and out of their classes for less than a week. So it's reasonable. I mean, I don't remember some of the people I went to school with 30 years ago. I mean,
Yeah.
So how would they remember someone who was only there for 1 week?
Never?
No, why? What's the matter?
Because he's like, something's going to change in the future.
Something may or may not change.
Yeah, something may be altered because of that.
What was I going to say?
But this whole sequence is one of the great climaxes in film history. I just think, like, start to finish. The tension, the way the music builds, the music cues when he's doing the final drive, like the straightaway. It's perfect. It's like a perfect finale. So good.
I drew a line way over there. That's where you start. Calculate the precise distance, taking into account the acceleration speed and wind resistance.
The clock that he uses too is in the opening sequence.
Yeah.
Love that.
Alan Silvestri is a genius here. All the music throughout the entire sequence is genius. Perfect.
7 minutes and 22 seconds.
It's like an anthem right here, and then they amp it up.
And it looks just like the clock tower face.
Yeah, it does.
I guess that's everything. Thanks. Thank you. It's pretty emotional.
There. And this hug is emotional because he thinks it's the last time he's going to see him.
In about 30 years.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. As long as you hit that wire, With the connecting hook at 88 miles per hour, the instant the lightning strikes the tower, everything will be fine.
The
Yeah.
odds of striking that wire would be 7,468 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
Mhm.
Which we got that coming up in a couple of weeks. That's going to be a heck of a panel, too, folks. We got 5 people that are going to be on set for the first time in our movie watch-along history. We're going to have 5 people on set at one time.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good night, but it might be a long one, just saying. The consequences of this could be disastrous. When you dock, that's a risk you're just going to have to take. Your life depends on it.
La 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 la.
Oh shit.
Great Scott.
Great Scott.
You get
Now,
the I'm gonna
here's
throw
the
it down
kicker.
for you.
This is an interesting thing. Do you know why he had access to the inside of the courthouse and up there?
Because he broke into it?
No. He actually has access, and there's a reason why.
Because he's a scientist?
In the Back to the Future video game, we find out that during the Prohibition era, his father was a judge in the town.
Oh,
He
wow.
was a clerk.
I did not know that.
So he knows the courthouse very well and how to get around. Because he was a clerk before he ever worked in the patent office.
No kidding.
Yep.
I was not aware of that.
It's a really fun game. And we finally find out who Biff's dad is. And Biff's dad was a bootlegger.
I'm a bootlegger. Bootlegging the movie, baby. That's Seinfeldism. I'm sorry. It's a George Costanzaism, is one might say, right, Austin?
I'll tell you. I'll send you a text message, Doc.
George.
It's like I'm a bootlegger. What'd you say to me? I'm a bootlegger in the movie, baby. I can do hard time for this one and community service. Is this your FiberCon? Get out of my way. I'm sorry. Are there any? I mean, yeah, Austin. We like Seinfeld around here.
Yeah, we like Seinfeld.
I mean, I don't.
This is an easy fix, dude. Take off your coat real quick and just put it on the thing. Your dong is done.
Dang, fries are done. Dang, fries are done. Dang, fries are.
I work at Burger King product placement.
That's a Family Guyism. Dang, fries are done. Anyway, Lois. Anyway,
Yay!
Lois. Hey, Austin. Maybe we should do a Seinfeld episode watch along one time.
Soup Nazi, soup Nazi, soup Nazi, soup Nazi.
We could do that. I mean, there's a million episodes we could do a watch along. I'm sure.
Any of them. But it would just be quoting the whole sitcom, just word for word.
My wife
I mean, we could do 1 or 2 episodes a week. You know, that'd be funny, right?
I would, except for I do 9 things a week, so finding time for this would be a little tricky.
I know, but you would do it, right? Like it would be
maybe,
fun, right? Maybe. In the words of RDJ, Robert Downey Jr. in that GIF everyone uses, maybe. From Sherlock Holmes. I don't know. It's an interview he did during the Sherlock Holmes press tour. Either the first one or the second one. They never made a third one, which is.
So the alternate option for this, as they were writing it, before it was a car and what they thought they were going to do, it was a refrigerator, and they were going to use a nuclear blast. Now, question.
And then they used it in
what
Kingdom of the
movie
Crystal
with
Skull.
what director who happens to be a
Kingdom of the
producer on
Crystal
the
Skull.
Kingdom of the
film?
Crystal Skull was Spielberg.
That's
Spielberg,
why
Spielberg was an EP of all 3 of these. So they jumped the fridge, right, Austin? They jumped the fridge.
Yeah, they were going to originally use a nuclear blast.
Here's a trivia fact. Why did the DeLorean die? Because it's a piece of shit in real life. It's a garbage vehicle.
It is, yeah. Although it did bring the DeLorean back into prominence because
they had a whole bunch
there were 7 in all 3 movies.
Yeah, 7 together, yeah.
You mean there were 7 cars that were used?
There were 7 total DeLoreans, yes.
Yeah.
Does that mean
well, and 2 of them are around because there's one in each of the Universal Studios parks.
Right.
Yeah.
Does that mean Chris, Austin, myself, and our producer behind the curtain, we get the other 4?
I wish.
I mean, are we all to get in a DeLorean tomorrow, producers? Is that
Hey,
what
dude, if I had
y'all
a
can have the
DeLorean,
DeLoreans.
dude, if I had one of these DeLoreans, Ryan, I would drive around 88 miles an hour all the time. And if the cop pulled me over and asked me why, I'd go, you know why.
We'll talk about that train next week.
Talk about the tree. Yeah. There's either the car or
You
the
know why I'm
train.
driving
Yeah,
fast. I'm trying to travel through time, bro.
it's true.
The
Maybe
cop would have to let you go.
we should all get a DeLorean next weekend, fellas. We should all do. And producer, we can do that as well. We'll get you one.
Oh, yeah.
Is that in the budget?
I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we have access to unlimited funds in this studio, don't we?
For our support from how many people are watching right now?
We got 3 watching now, and 3 people just liked our video. So,
Hi, Case.
let me see. There are 3 people that liked our video. Our good friends Diane, Bobby Nash, who's a great indie writer. If you wanna read some great crime fiction and some other genres, look at BobbyNash.com. He's a great guy. And our good friend Cade Hawkins just liked our video. What's up, Cade? Good to see you, man. Hope everything's well in your neck of the woods, brother.
Oh, the comedy in this scene from him is so good.
Great.
Producers, we need an extension cord. No, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think we're all getting a DeLorean next week. So, producer, get ready to go 80 miles per hour. Austin's going to go 80 miles per hour. Chris and I are going to go 80 miles per hour. We'll see what happens.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Just out of curiosity, though, I know we're getting towards the end of this here because we're reaching the epic, and I do mean epic climax here.
Dude, no. Can we just stop? Let's appreciate the music. Damn it, this music is so good.
Sorry.
The editing, the way it switches back and forth between all the perspectives is so good.
His brain, he's so smart. Love it.
Yeah, Marty is sweating like crazy.
Man, he's sweating. Holy shit.
He is sweating through that jacket. He's trying to get the cord. Doc. There's your lightning strike. God.
Oh, we got shot.
Just got hit. There are the flames. They're the flames again.
And the movie playing, The Atomic Kid.
The Atomic Kid? What the heck is that?
They just had to create a nuclear reaction. The Atomic Kid.
And then Doc walks over to find out what movie that is.
Marty is the Atomic Kid. He just created a nuclear reaction.
What if after all this, Doc was like, I'm going to go watch a movie?
Well, Doc's going down the street where the O-Town Theater is.
No, he's going to pass out in a second because Marty's going to come running around the corner.
That's part 2. Doesn't happen in this one.
In the chronology, though, it happens right after this, right?
Chronology.
It runs right around the corner.
Here he comes. Here he comes. Doc, I'm back.
No, I just sent you back to the future. Yeah,
no, I know you did, but I'm back.
Yeah, you did.
From the future.
Now I'm back.
I'm back from the future.
Stop.
Hey, look, it's a helicopter.
See, the chip is still there from where he fell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
right
that's
on the
right.
edge. See on the edge right
I wonder
there?
if
You're right. Yeah.
That's
It's
my
still
like
chipped.
look at what I've got to do.
Yeah.
The building's been chipped. The stairs are still kind of worn out.
California Raisins product placement.
Mm-hmm.
Another product placement. Thank you. California Raisins. Has anyone ever had California Raisins? I haven't.
I don't know, but I heard through the grapevine that they're pretty good.
Crazy drunk driver.
I love too that it's a church.
It's a church. It used to be, yeah. Well, because instead of a porno theater, it's a church. That's what
Instead of a porno, yeah, exactly.
Because the little changes, little
changes, man. Tires squealing. It's coal, air. Oh, triple X.
See, 2 different theaters.
Triple X rated. Oh, you look great. Everybody looks. Everything.
Bank
looks
of America
great.
product placement.
Bank of America.
On the old logo too.
That's a really old logo, Chris.
Yeah.
How many times? That's a really good question. How many times does Bank of America switch up their logo? Probably 6 or 7 times.
Oh, they're the Libyans.
Hey, look, it's the van.
Damn.
Hey.
I love it too. They're driving a German car. Probably something funny there.
Well, it's just
Cold
whatever
War.
you could get a hold of in the Middle
What was
East.
it called? What was it called again? Volkswagen.
Mhm.
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
Close town. Okay. What else we got here?
Helby Gilmore gets hit by one. And he says, "Happy, are you all right?"
And
Volkswagen.
there's
Pine Mall.
the
Lone
Lone
Pine
Pine
Mall.
Mall. Yep.
1:33
No.
a.m. too.
You bastards.
No.
I love that he's smart enough to like not interfere
Not
at
interfere
the
with this,
second.
yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Oh, but there he goes. He jumps
Marty's
right in.
not a thinking man. Marty is reactionary. Which goes to character in the rest of the films, too. And he's a teenager.
Well, a teenager with attitude. No, I'm kidding. That's a different property.
Like every teenager in the 1980s or today.
Yeah, well, they all got attitude.
And he runs into a photo booth, kids. Remember that? What is that?
That's a
photo mat. Wow.
1 hour photos, yeah.
1 hour.
That's not a thing anymore at all.
No. Doc,
You have to.
No.
No, he's dead.
And where did he get the idea for the bulletproof vest? From Marty.
From cheating.
No, Marty. Part 3.
That's not fair. Rizzuto is not a word. As a baseball player, you're cheating. Would you like to try the word buzz? How did you know? I never got a chance to tell you.
Because I put the letter back together.
Bulletproof vest. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Marty got the idea in part 3.
Marty had the bulletproof vest in part 3, and then Doc steals the idea.
But he got the idea originally from Eastwood because Eastwood did it in Fistful of Dollars.
Which we see into.
Mm-hmm.
He put the letter back together.
How could he have possibly have put that letter back together? It was
he
like
still had it in his pocket because he got interrupted before he could throw it away.
A lot of tape.
What all
He put it back, but had the pieces in his pocket still.
About screwing up future events, the space-time continuum? Well,
I figured, what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell?
Now, this is funny to me, too. What are the odds? Dad gets better. He's renowned. He's an author now. And you're still living in exactly the same place. What are the odds?
Well, he's not like super rich. He's just not a loser. He's just an average. He's just an average Joe with an average family. It's fine.
All right. Bye-bye, Einie. Oh, and watch that re-entry. It's a little bumpy. And that's the gift that Austin dropped on me when I asked him, "Hey, you want to be on the show next week?" You bet.
You bet. You bet.
That's right, Austin. You bet.
That's right.
All right. He gets to 88 way too fast there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What, suspension of disbelief?
Not
just
at all.
You saw how long it took Marty to get 88.
Yeah.
True.
Look, he turns it around. I don't know how he did that. And then, way you were going 88 miles an hour.
He's only going like 40 when he passes him right there. He's not going anywhere close to 80.
40.
Marty. It's your kids, Marty. It's your kids.
We haven't gotten there yet, but we're getting there. Jeez, they remastered Lock Up and Out of Sight.
Okay, Back in Time is better than The Power of Love. I said it.
Well, just Power of Love's been overplayed over the years. That's all it is.
But I like Power of Love more so than Back in Time.
So the rest of the house, though, is different except for his room.
His room is still crap.
His room is still the same, but the living room is really nice.
It's a great living room, though. I mean, I like that breakfast
Back in Time version from Pitbull.
Yeah. Look at this.
It's a whole other time travel
Look at the furniture. All the furniture's changed, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Taste is better. Way better.
Hey, if Paul calls me, tell him I'm working late at the boutique tonight.
By the way, there's another very small detail I'll point out in a few minutes.
Somebody named Greg or Craig called you. So which one was it, Greg? I don't know. I can't keep up with all of your boyfriends. Hey, what the hell is this?
What is she eating? Strawberries?
Breakfast. Wait, you sleep in your clothes again last night? Yeah. What are you wearing, Dave? Marty. I always wear suits to the office.
So Dave goes into the office about 11 o'clock in the morning.
On a Saturday?
That's a great point. Like, why would anybody go to work on a Saturday? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and at 11 o'clock, is he allowed to be 4 hours late to work? Like, what is
you want? Let's call it maybe a little irony. Maybe he's the manager, like a manager of a bunch of Burger Kings or McDonald's.
Maybe.
Mom, you look so thin. Well, thank you, Marty.
George.
By the way, her makeup in this is even better than what she looked like in the first scene when she's 47.
That's because they can afford to have a little touch-up work.
Yeah, well, let's not go there. But she looks fantastic.
Hey, this is LA, okay?
This is La La Land, LA. You know, aren't you going to the lake tonight? You've been playing there for 2 weeks. Mom, we already talked about this. We're not going up to the lake. Car's wrecked.
Now, hold on. His makeup is not so good.
When the hell did this happen?
Why am I always the last one to know about these things? There's Biff out there waxing her right now.
I love that
Biff,
it's a
now I want
beamer.
2 coats of wax in this time, not just one. Finish out the second coat now. Now, Biff, don't con me. I'm sorry, Mr. McFly. I just started on the second coat. And he's using turtle wax, which is brought up brilliantly a few years later in the TMNT movie.
Product placement.
Yeah, but it's in the Turtles movie.
Well, and the irony of having an auto detailing company probably inspired by the fact that he had to detail his car after the manure accident.
Oh, yeah. That's
Hi,
right.
Marty.
But they didn't have turtle wax.
I
in it.
just saw you 15 seconds ago, but hi, Marty.
Oh, hi, Marty. I bet it's your new book. Your first novel, A Match Made in Space.
That is a thick novel.
That's
for
Look,
a
I've always
long
told
novel.
you, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Oh,
Dude,
Marty,
that's like a 500-page book.
And look at the hair compared to the hair here. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
would you guys read a 500-page book?
I've read
I've read a longer.
I've read
book than that, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. I wasn't sure if you guys have read 500-page. I mean, books are
English teacher, dude.
Yeah, English teacher. I read them I read them every day. How about a ride, mister? That's the line that she drops on everybody at conventions, is Claudia Wells saying that. How about a ride, mister? Jennifer, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Let me look at you. Marty, you're acting like you haven't seen me in a week. Ironically, he hasn't. You okay? Is everything all right? Oh, yeah. Everything is great.
Aww.
Yeah, the parents are like, you know what? You can have this girl. You can make out with her in our driveway. It's cool. Because we're about to make out here in the house anyway, so who cares? The funny thing is, nobody in the house rushes outside to find out what noise just happened.
At this point, they had no intention for a sequel at this point in time.
Yeah.
This was just something.
It was
because that's why they had to retcon, because Jennifer was in the car, and that's why they have to write her out quickly. By the way, he's drinking Miller High Life instead of Miller Lite, just a slight pinch.
All you got for me is light beer.
It's not light beer anymore. He's upgraded.
Upgraded.
The champagne beers.
Upgraded. He's upgraded.
Yeah.
It's better beer than the last time, guys. Look, Brother Along. This concerns her too. Mr. Fusion, everybody.
Yeah, they go to make the sequel and they're like,
would
oh
like it,
shit.
Mr. Fusion,
They were
please.
like, oh shit, Jennifer's in the car. We have to figure out a way to write her out of this opening. So let's just knock her out for the whole scene and then just leave
The
her
whole
somewhere.
movie.
Yeah, let's just knock her out of the whole movie.
It's a sleep-inducing generator.
We can't retcon that.
Yeah, we have a sleep-inducing generator we'll just use in the second
go.
movie. Hey, Doc, you better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88. Roads?
Where we're
Where
going,
we don't need roads. Even President Reagan used that during one of his speeches when he was in office. Which is a true story, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've officially, thank you for humming that, Chris. Ladies, James Tolkien, everybody, we're going to be seeing him next week in our the great city of Philadelphia, where it's always sunny in Philadelphia, Fan Expo in Philadelphia. But before I get to the details on that, I want to hear from you, Austin. Final thoughts on this movie, scale 1 to 10. And producer behind the curtain, if you wish to share a word or two about this movie and how perfect it is, let us know. Austin, producer, who wants to go first?
Back to the Future. Like I said, this movie has been ingrained in my lifetime since I was a little kid for over 30 years. It's just one of those movies that's infinitely rewatchable, as are the sequels. It's the charm, it's the charisma of everything, it's the writing. It's one of the most it's one of the greatest screenplays ever written. There's perfect setups, perfect payoffs, perfect little Easter eggs and things that you notice. As I pointed out with Ryan, stuff that he hadn't even noticed. In the background, there's always things to pick out from it. The performances are amazing. The characters are all very memorable. Everybody plays their parts to perfection. I've said it before, this is one of the classic examples of a Hollywood perfect film, in that it's perfectly good, in what it's doing, it's kind of a perfect movie. There's perfect first act, second act, third act, great payoffs, and great writing. So it sets out to do exactly what it does, and it executes it perfectly. Now, this is a 10 out of 10. Come on. Anybody that doesn't rate this movie is 10 out of 10. I don't know what you're doing. It's great.
Exactly. Well, if someone wants to know more about you and the incredible things you're doing over there, where can they follow you on social media?
Yeah, I got to get out of here. Got to head to another channel that I co-host and co-run called the Movie Hero Network. We do all kinds of stuff over there, multiple days a week. We do tournament fights, tier ranker fights, Wheel of Movies, Seen and Heard trivia, all kinds of things over there. So you can go find me over on the Movie Hero Network and join our Movie Hero Network Facebook group. And then you can see myself and a whole bunch of other content creators, including Ryan Perms, and he posts a lot of his interviews and things over there as well. So you can always keep up to date on everything that's going on. So thanks as always for having me, Ryan. Yes, I do have to bump off and head to another show. But as I said, I'll see you guys in the past, for Back to the Future Part 3 in 1885 next week.
Exactly. Have a good one, man. We'll talk to you soon.
See you in the future. You mean the past?
Exactly. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate you, man. Take it easy. Be well and do your thing and enjoy your shows there, man. Thank you, producer. They're great too. Chris, final thoughts on this one, and scale 1 to 10. What do you give it?
Despite my nitpicking, you're right. At the end of the day, this is a perfect film. It's not a perfectly made film, but it's perfect for me. And it has inspired a love of Back to the Future that few others understand. I didn't show this earlier. I have on this DVD set Back to the Future, the animated series. Who else knows that? A true Back to the Future fan. That's who. I love these films. They're a lot of fun. Yes, it's creepy. She's hitting on her son. But you know what? You get over it. You go watch Back to the Future 3. And then you go to the best. Or notice I skipped 2. Go straight to 3. Maybe that'll tell you why. But for me, this is easily a 10 out of 10 on the nostalgia wagon. And I'll come back and watch these over and over again.
For sure.
Do I got to plug myself now?
I mean, if you want to, but
I guess I could plug really quick.
I mean, might as well. So if someone wants to know more about, excuse me, let me do this formally. If someone wants to know more about you and the great stuff you got going on over there, where can they follow you?
You could find me with Brennan the Mystical Mar on Page Turners. They Were Not. Specifically, I am the host of Random Trek, where we take a look at random episodes in the Star Trek universe, and of course, movies that are in their own ways Star Trek adjacent. Like this month, we will be reviewing together in sort of a crossover episode of Empire Strikes Back. We're going to watch it on here, but we're going to review it on my channel, which I'm really well, it's not my channel, it's Brennan's, but I'm looking forward to it. But I also play video games, and sometimes I do karaoke. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at cingle1984. That
is simply brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to talk to you here again momentarily.
That's heavy.
If you're able to stick around.
I actually have to go do karaoke right now with the fan.
You're leaving right now to do it?
I gotta go, yeah. But
all right. Well, get on out of here then.
I gotta make like a tree and leave or get out of here.
Exactly. Well, we love you, brother. We'll see you next week. All right. Yeah, sounds good. All right. Well, he's fine. He'll be fine. But anyway, despite all the craziness, my name is Ryan of And I Quote Channel. Do not forget to follow us across all forms of social media simply at And I Quote Channel. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Once we do, we'll have a live stream that will include special giveaways that you, the person who's watching or listening to this right now, are going to be eligible to win. So help us get there. You can do it. Just tell your friends about us. And they tell their friends. And they tell their friends. And so on and so on. You know how these things go. Also, we got merch. We got hoodies. We got shirts. We got stickers you can add to your water bottles. We got coffee mugs. We got stationery. We got some bed sheets, pillowcases, all that kind of good stuff. Movie watch-alongs are awesome-tacular, and they're going to be a lot more coming for you in the weeks and months to come here in 2025. The next episode will be next Friday, 7 p.m. EST. We're going to be celebrating 35 years of Back to the Future Part 3, and then we will conclude our Back to the Future trilogy watch-along. You can always go back and watch the past few episodes that we've done, the past number of episodes that we've done, I should say. And this has been a great ride. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching or listening to this live or on the replay. We thank all of you so much. We cannot do this without you. Look forward to catching you again, whether it's in the future, you mean the past. Exactly. Once again, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when the videos go up or they go live. And happy 40th anniversary to the entire cast and crew of the one that started it all, Back to the Future.
You haven't seen the Back to the Future trilogy until you've watched it on Blu-ray.
Whoa, this is heavy.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Universal Pictures brings to you
Hello? Think, McFly.
the most timeless trilogy ever.
I finally invent something that works.
Each film in the groundbreaking franchise on Blu-ray.
Great Scott.
Back to the Future.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Back to the Future Part 2.
Smile, Doc.
Back to the Future Part 3. Featuring high-definition picture
Everything looks great.
and theater-quality sound.
Great Scott.
I know, this is heavy.
Each film includes hours of bonus features, plus interviews with the cast and crew.
Okay, let's shoot.
From director Robert Zemeckis and executive producer Steven Spielberg, Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly, Christopher Lloyd as Dr. Emmett Brown. Own the Back to the Future 30th Anniversary Collection on Blu-ray and DVD.
Rock and roll.